Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another night of Arkham Horror. I'm here with some amazing people. I'll let them introduce themselves once again, starting to my left with Zano the Fox.
Hey everyone. So yeah, I have my stream running here as well. We'll probably end up having to do this stuff in a second again for a moment. I'm Zano the Fox. I am a small right now PNG tuber. Pretty heavily in. I'm pretty much known for being kind of chaotic and doing a lot of dumb things for fun. So, here to play with a Mystic deck that we got to do some fun little additions to. We'll see how this all goes.
Yes, and we've got Darking117.
What's up, y'all? Darking here. My SoundCloud got taken down, so
Rest in peace.
I'm just chilling.
And last but not least, Armored Ukulele.
Hey, Armored Ukulele. Gamer. What up?
So we've made some additions to our decks. You guys will hopefully see those as we go. So we did find out that I did check with Mythosbusters Discord, and we did actually get experience from those two locations that the enemies had clues on, but the locations themselves did not. Because if they're on an enemy, they don't count as being on location. So that still counted for victory points. So we did go ahead and make adjustments with the 7 experience we got, except for Darking, who is chosen to keep his experience here. So he's sitting on 3 and is saving up for some stuff. We don't really have to go over our upgrades right now. You'll see them as we play. I think the only one that's like super that won't really come up is Darking. So if we search through his stuff here, he took a card called Quick Learner, which is going to be interesting because the first skill test he takes, or first action he takes, gives him +1 difficulty on his skill test. So if it's like a Shroud 2 investigation, it becomes a Shroud 3. But the third action, his turns, gets -1 difficulty. And we'll be hopefully stacking several of those to make his tests as after he basically can spend his first test more easily failing, and his future tests pass the ones after he gets additional action passing. I did also find out that my card is not it's showing on there now, so it has now loaded the mutation. But apparently my Rex Murphy card was not showing the limit once per round thing last time, and so I don't think it came up at all. But my discover initial clue is only once per round, so that's a bit unfortunate. But that being said, tonight we'll be entering scenario 2, the Last King. So
I should also do this. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off this Final Fantasy 14 music. That stuff is gonna distract me otherwise. I had some music playing in the background of my stream, and I'm like, wait a second, this music's gonna really get me going for a while.
I have Warhammer 40k chanting on for the background music for the stream.
Yeah, I had found this really good playlist of all the rock music that was in Final Fantasy 14.
Nice. Stuff is so good.
Oh god, I love it. Like, one of my favorite songs still is Scream. It's from one of the raids. It was really awesome.
Every song the game comes out with is just a banger, absolute banger. That being said, let us get into the story here, since it might be a little bit longer of a scenario. So, scenario 2, the Last King. If anyone has the answers to the questions that burn in your mind, it's the cast and crew of the King in Yellow. With no other leads to pursue, you put on your best clothes and head to 1452 Atlantic Avenue, where a woman named Constance Dumaine is hosting an event in celebration of the play's one-night engagement in Arkham. Agenda 1A, fashionably late. As you pull up to the man...
Sorry, I was going to say, we forgot to mention, I took the lead investigator for this one. So, we didn't mention that before.
So we are rotating that around, just so we don't dump the trauma all into one player, or potential trauma and weaknesses onto one player. So Zano will be the lead investigator for tonight. Fashionably late. As you pull up to the manor, you notice that something is wrong. A trail of blood leads up to the porch steps, and the front door is smashed. Muted music comes from within the house. It's warped, and discordant notes painful to your ears. Has the madness of the King in Yellow already made its way here? There's only 3 doom till this advances, so be careful of that. And Act 1A, discovering the truth. This isn't a party, it's a madhouse. But for some reason, the guests are too deluded to notice. Very few of them are sane, and many are themselves horrors to your eye. Perhaps you can talk to them to learn more about the King in Yellow. Forced, when an investigator is eliminated by defeat or resignation, place each of that investigator's clues on this act, instead of placing them in his or her location. Objective: find as many clues as you can, and then get out of this awful place.
Oh, that's different.
There is only one act card. So our goals are going to be for now, is to go to each of these areas, and you'll notice if you look at each of the 5 NPC characters that are here, they all have an action we can do to parlay with them. There are some requirements for each one. So, for example, Ishimaru Haruko in the dining room. In order to parlay with her, you have to have 6 or more cards in your hand, and then you must test a willpower of 2 to question Haruko about the play. If you succeed, take control of one of the clues on her, and she has 5.
Well, Clark's pretty easy. Hers is just parlay and take one.
Ashley Clark's, yeah, but it takes 2 actions to do.
Oh yeah, those are just one. I didn't realize. Okay, that's what I didn't notice.
Yeah, those are just one. So she's kind of rough that she has 2 actions. This would be a great time to have Alessandra, who is the new one of the new investigators. She has a special action she can only use to parlay each turn. So her whole deck is built around parlaying. It's very cool. This would be a great time to have her, but we unfortunately don't because she's not out yet. But you notice that each of them has a forced effect as well, that when the last clue is removed from them, flip the card over and resolve its text. So they'll have some special things that happen when we remove all the clues. So we want to take a brief look at kind of who all is here. So we've noticed that with Ishimaru, we have to have a lot of cards in our hands, which if someone has card draw, that might be a good place to go to start off with. Ashley Clark, we have to use multiple actions to do it. So that may be a good place for you to go, Darking, since you can get an additional action each turn.
Well, the one of the biggest problems I also noticed here is, at least for the 2 on the right here, for Jordan and Constance, right? Both of those have tests that are going to be a little rougher for anyone that's not you, since you're doing Rex.
Yeah, so Jordan shouldn't be hard for anyone with like 3 or 4 book, although there's not a lot of us here.
Yeah, you're the only one who has a book over 2.
Yeah, the issue is that in order to even parlay with Jordan, I have to have 10 or more resources. And I'm planning to hopefully dump a lot of resources in the first turn into getting my people out.
I didn't even look to draw my hand yet.
Nobody has, at least I have not. So we can go ahead and do that.
Okay, so I should probably focus down Sebastian because of what I have. Because his is test 3 against the head one, which I have 5.
Data information, and he doesn't have any requirements. It's just do that. If you succeed, take control of 1 clue. So that's probably a good bet to move in there and do that. Now they're
assuming Courtyard doesn't screw with us.
Yeah, assuming Courtyard doesn't have some effects that we don't want. Ooh, I actually do want that. Ooh.
All right.
Okay.
And it was.
I don't want those.
We're just doing was there a way to tell it to draw 5 initially, or just we have to?
I just click the draw button 5 times.
If you just hit the number 5 while you're hovering over it, it'll draw 5.
Okay, I have to get rid of that. So if I drew my treachery, I have to get rid of that immediately, don't I?
Yeah, you just set it to the side, and it'll get shuffled back into your deck, which it should be ideally flipped over.
Yeah, so I'll draw something else to replace it, put that back in the deck, and then it was. I'm gonna shuffle the deck a good bit.
I did get this though, and this actually might help me. So I didn't get the cards I really wanted, which is not going to be ideal, but I did get something I was hoping to have gotten done last time, so I hopefully can get that out, and then I'll start trying to go and get some stuff. There are also 4 clues here in the foyer, so someone, if they want to, can try to go against this. Oh, actually, sorry, you flipped that over. So it is a Shroud 2 area. Here in the foyer, so we can actually go and try to get those. So if somebody wants to try to go the 2 versus 2 whatnot to get those clues, that's also an option. Because the goal is to get as many clues as humanly possible. Although moving in and doing your parlays may be easier for all of you, and I may just be the one to hoover up all these clues.
Yeah, that's probably the better bet to go there. Because I am going to definitely go challenge the Courtyard and Sebastian out immediately. At least that's going to be my intent.
Okay, well then, I don't know if does anyone actually specifically want to go first?
I mean, my hand's not too bad.
So, because I have a card, if anyone wants to go first, I can go first, and I have access to a card called Shortcut, which is fast and it costs nothing, and I can choose any one of you and move you and let you move 1 time. So you basically get a free move of this turn to help you get towards where you want to go faster. So I guess the question is, who is moving the farthest away? I know you were saying you wanted to go to where? Oh, you're going to courtyard, so you're just one away.
Yeah, so I'm just going one up. So yeah, I can do that, and then I can potentially even just use 2 against his parlay and just to go after that.
Ukulele and Darking, where are you guys thinking you're wanting to go this turn?
Good question.
I think I could probably help with Sebastian.
That's not a bad plan. It's multiple people can go to the same place and start trying to knock things out early. I know first turn for you Ukulele is a lot of setup anyway. Hopefully you got a weapon and some soak.
Oh, thank God we don't have any lunatic enemies. I just was looking at this one for the for what our chaos tokens are. Skulls are gonna put out dooms like crazy on lunatics.
Oh yeah, they're pretty bad right now. These will get worse. I think they actually have. I don't think it's in this version, but I think they have actually changed that keyword from like lunatic to disillusioned or delusional or something like that. Just try to be more like. Yeah,
because we have 3 skulls in in this batch. So
yeah, it shouldn't be too
that's
bad.
That's gonna be the rough part about this.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. Like we could be a lot worse. So I think you're the only one who hasn't actually heard at this point, Zano. So it turns out we were playing on standalone difficulty last time, which is much harder than campaign difficulty, which made sense because we didn't know if we were going to continue. But you notice the chaos bag is much easier this scenario because I've actually fixed it.
Yeah, I was just like looking at this. I'm like, man, it's not like all half -4s.
Yeah, and we also managed. I was looking through the stuff for the scenario 1. We actually managed to when we had to choose a random one of the act cards. We actually got the worst one.
Yeah, I kind of saw some of them, like, for a second, like, when I was just like, okay, pulling these out, I got a split-second read on them. Yeah. And I'm like, this one seems kind of crap, and then I'm like, oh, no, that's the one we got.
Yeah, we got very lucky.
Our difficulty over here still says standalone.
Oh, that's a button. That will change this. It's because we're on scenario 2. You can only choose standalone once you're on this because you generally set up the bag for the whole campaign at the start of the campaign. So if I had for example if we had curtain call out again,
well no it's good. Well,
we'd have the options.
I can't get it.
It's correct. Yeah. I've made sure it was correct. I set this whole thing up ahead of time. So.
All right, man. My first time playing this, and we got one of the worst variations of it. Go figure.
Well then, I guess I'll go first then, since some of you are still just kind of deciding, and I'll So I guess Darking, are you planning to go farther than 1 space away?
I don't know. I could start out dealing with Sebastian as well.
Because there is the option to try to funnel all of the clues off of him. I can get. If things go well, I can get all 4 clues in a single action from the foyer. Like, I don't think that'll even be an issue. But if someone is going, like, farther, then, like, I want to be able to use shortcut to save you an action to get there. But if you're only going 1 away, it's not... especially if you're all going to Sebastian, I'll save shortcut for later when I want to move somewhere else.
Wait, isn't Darking supposed to have 5 cards in hand?
You were missing a card.
One of them was on the side. It was a treachery.
Oh, you still draw up to 5 cards.
The treachery goes back into your deck.
The treachery gets shuffled. It doesn't count towards your mulligan. The treachery gets shuffled back into your deck.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, I had it happen as well. That's why. I learned that last time because I've started both hands with my treachery right off the bat.
All right. Well, then I guess if you're all gonna go for Sebastian, then I will just do our cluing here and I'll save that. So I guess I will start by spending my first action will be to spend a clue to play the strange solution. My second action. Do I want to go ahead and do this? Is this a smart play? I think it is. Okay, I'm going to spend 2 to play Preposterous Sketches. There are clues to this location, so I will draw 3 cards. That is really unfortunate. I got my weakness. Oof.
Ooh, you might actually have, should we have you go down which path? Now that's going to put you at high number of cards in your hand. That might make it easy for you to also take out Ishimaru to start here.
No, it's not. I drew 2 weaknesses, actually.
Oh, God.
Rough.
So if it's in the threat area, by the way, if it has like a thing like use 2 actions to discard this, you guys can actually affect that as well.
I saw that. Like if it's an actionable, like something that's actionable,
reveal in the bag and reveal it. New cast. Fuck you, God, this is terrible. I actually need to fail a test, unfortunately. We're gonna try to pass this one, and I'm gonna commit deduction to an investigation check here, which will give me 2 books, which is gonna be 6 versus the 2. And if I succeed, if I 2 or more, I will get 2 additional clues, plus the 1 from the card.
But Rex's curse is gonna make if you succeed, you have to retry it.
Yeah. So it's -2. That'll be a success. So I have to retry it. We'll draw a card. -1. That's still a success, and I succeed by 2 or more, so I'll get all 4 clues in this location.
Nice.
Unfortunately, that's still going to happen to me, so I'm going to have to keep that on me. This will actually be fine as long as I don't take damage. And I'll deal with this next turn.
Oh yeah, by the way, here, I'll just return your cast.
Oh, thank you.
Good.
Alright, my stuff is done. If anyone has early actions they don't need and they want to get rid of my internal injury, that'd be awesome, because getting 2 weaknesses on the first turn of the game sucks.
I'm gonna go ahead first. I'm gonna take mine to just at least reveal what we're dealing with in Courtyard.
Yep, go for it.
If that's all right, so
yep.
we can do that. So I forget what the hot buttons are for this stuff. Like, what was
F flips.
Okay, F was the flip. All right, so we're gonna do that. Go here to there. We'll flip this, and what do we got on Courtyard? So Forrest, after you enter Courtyard, discard the top card of your of the encounter deck. If that card was an enemy, draw it. So I can just click it from here, right? Or...
You got a Maniac on you.
Great. So
after it engages, you take 1 damage and deal 1 damage to Maniac. So you will take a damage, and Maniac will also take a damage.
So, all right. That's a helpful thing. So yeah, that's gonna screw up my ability to.
Yeah,
to do much
not ideal. But at least we know what other people can do now.
Yeah, so that was also kind of like, I'm like, I'll take an adventure into this one here to see. Let's see.
Now, I will note, Parlay is not one of the actions you can take, and that procs a attack of opportunity. So you could, in theory, if you wanted to ignore him, get more stuff here, but dealing with him now is going to be kind of rough. And unfortunately, someone else will have to come deal with him unless you have stuff to... Unless you're fine taking damage.
Let's see here. He's a combat of 3.
You could try to evading him, though, because he only has an evasion of 1.
I have a 3 there as well. Yeah. And he has 4 health normally, right?
Well, yep, 3 now, because he takes a damage when he attacked you.
Okay, so I could probably just remove. I have a set of ideas here, so for what I'm gonna do. So let me ask you this. If I have 2 different cards, one being an event and one being an asset, both with fight, am I still able to use the assets fight but get the effects from the events fight?
So
specifically, I'm talking about like if I play down my baseball bat,
because they would be different fight actions. Also, playing the asset will trigger an attack of opportunity. Playing the event.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does trigger it in this one.
Because the action is to play the card, but playing the event is using a fight action with that event.
Yeah.
Assuming that it's not like a spell you're playing down, I assume.
So I could probably do this, just get Spectral Razor and remove pretty much a deal with him pretty much.
Yeah,
right off the bat.
if you would do 5 or not 5, you would do 3 damage and that would kill him. That card is great for that.
Yeah, so what I'm actually gonna do here is I'm gonna use so 1 action. I'm gonna actually go through this method, uncage the soul to keep my resources.
That will still trigger an attack of opportunity.
That's an event.
Yeah, it's not the event that doesn't trigger it. It's the fact that Spectral Razor is a fight action. This is just playing a card.
Okay, I thought it would go through. Events didn't trigger through that one.
Nah, events still do it, but it's the reason it doesn't trigger on Spectral Razor because Spectral Razor
it has a fight.
It uses fight.
Okay.
So you're doing a fight action to do it.
So I could, then yeah, I'll do it that way. I that's one of the things I misunderstood on it before. So then I'll use that to do Spectral Razor.
Right. It's gonna be
instead,
a 7 versus 3.
Yep. And this attack deals +1 damage or +2 if it's non-elite. So it's 7 versus 3. So we'll pull here. It's just a -1. That absolutely destroyed the shit out of him.
Be gone.
So there's that. This is still out for the turn technically if I have any other fights, doesn't it?
It is not. It's an event, so it's once it does its effect.
It's one. Okay.
The upgraded version that's coming out in the new set, actually, and sorry, I guess it's spoilers if anyone didn't want to.
Oh yeah. You told me that's the one that
it can recur itself if you draw a curse token.
Okay, and then I'm going to use this last action set here to do the test against him.
To parlay 5 versus 3.
So we'll do that, and it's a 0.
That's
so
a success. You will get one of his clues.
And there we go.
All right, who would like to go next?
I can. You were saying that
Yes.
I could get rid of your internal injury?
So it basically things in your threat area work like enemies. So as long as you're at the same location, another player can deal with them for you.
Okay, but I have to use 2 actions.
You have to dump 2 of your actions to do it. Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm fine with that. So I'm going to use 1 action to get Quina to play.
Oh man, the dream.
And then I will... Fast action still counts as the 1 action, right?
Yeah, fast action doesn't choose an action, so...
Yeah, I'll use my last point to get that onto her too, so that she'll have a bit more health.
Oh, there's your attachment helper, if you want to use that.
There goes all my resources.
Just
But
dump
that's
that in
1
here
action, and then my second action, my 2 actions I'll use to get rid of your thing.
Thank you, I appreciate it. That will save me a lot of damage.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, actually, I took a direct damage from that. I didn't realize. At the end of my turn, take a direct damage, yeah. So, ouch.
That's the end of my turn.
Mm.
All right, Darking, you're up.
All right, I've got to get rid of the top 10 cards
Yep.
on my deck. So there's 10 stack goes away.
That is not the 10 stack, right? That's just 1. I think you.
That's one of the 10, yeah.
Hang on, I've grabbed the 20 stack. If you want to just grab that whole stack there.
Yeah. There we go. I roll 20. Thanks for that. I just survey what I've lost real quick.
I'll do that for the sake of... That is not what I meant to do. I'm glad that didn't work. Search. That's a bit sad. Ooh, both of your scavengings are in here.
That's unfortunate.
And a resourceful. That is a bit unfortunate. But hey, eventually you'll cycle back through your deck, so it won't be as big of a deal.
Yeah, that's annoying, but that is what it is. Guess we're moving first.
Why do I have a feeling these guys turn into things we don't want to deal with once they get forced?
I mean, you're not wrong. I don't know what they look like, but I know for a fact, based on what I know of this campaign, that they, their other side is not good.
That's what I'm like, this is going to be a good thing that I am a fighter on this one. To be right here to try take on one.
Yeah, it'd be better if you were set up, but we'll see. We were still quite a few parlays away from that.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna start getting before I get to where his last clue is removed. I'm gonna be getting stuff down.
All right, I guess we're going in.
All right. You are, because of the force effect, you must draw the top card, or discard the top card of the encounter deck. If it's an enemy, draw it. Oh, thank good. That's great. Let's go.
We'll get that out of there. We
Fuck
take those.
you, Ancient Evils. The worst card in the game. All right, you've got 2 actions remaining.
I mean, let's test one. Why not?
All right,
so 3v3.
3v3?
No. 3v4.
Why is it 3v4? Because this is the second action of your turn.
Oh, that's right. This is the second action.
So
that's
it is
sad.
still 3v3, and the next action will be 3v2.
That's okay. Yeah, we'll just let that happen, I think.
Oh, that's a 0.
Yep.
It's a 0, and we don't have a lunatic because I took him out already.
It's reveal another token. So right-click that and do another one.
Okay.
+1.
+1.
That's a success. A clue for you.
Those both. We'll put those both away.
Yeah, if you failed the test, you would have to place a doom on a lunatic, which right now we don't have any. But that guy that
yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's why I killed him off immediately.
Yeah,
that's why I went for that, because I'm like, I'm not letting a lunatic sit around.
It's a good
Not
point.
if we can avoid that.
And then I guess for the third one, we'll go again.
All right, 3v2.
Why not? 3v2.
Auto fail.
Ooh!
Enjoy your
That's
free
okay.
action.
Yeah, free action.
Your free action and I mean, you don't have.
No, I don't have that item yet.
Yeah, he actually.
Too bad that you're still gonna be at -1 because you're a quick learner.
No. So it's oh yeah, during or after. So yeah, your extra action is still -1 difficulty.
Yep.
That's great.
That's what I was reading on it. I took a quick read on that thing immediately. I'm like,
I will say,
how does that work?
be aware that any tests you take before your first action are still +1 difficulty. So testing stuff in the Mythos phase is harder for you.
Yeah, so it would seem.
So we'll have to do what we can to help, since their additional stuff it'll be harder, or their early stuff is harder. But there's a lot of ways we can get around that kind of thing. So
The investigating's not really a thing this time around for now, yeah?
well, at least not anywhere we've revealed.
Yeah.
Like there
I mean,
were
like
4
example, like Foyer had it, but
yeah,
he
Foyer
ate
had
them
4
all.
clues, but I happened to get a deduction on my first draw, and I succeeded by 3, so I got to do both my ability and the 2 additional clues from deduction. So I was able to get 4 clues off of that first go in a single action, which I guess made up for the fact that I drew 2 weaknesses on my first turn.
Okay. Yeah, well, I'll just parlay one more time.
Cool. 3 versus 2.
I don't have...
That's a success.
Nice.
All right. So
All
with
right.
that, we move into the enemy
Wait,
phase.
3 versus. But so wait, how did he win on 3 versus 2 if he got a 0?
He has 3 versus it's 2, so 3.
No, that's the 3. He's a 2.
No. He's
-1 by quick learner.
No, minus,
and Sebastian...
-1 difficulty, not -1 of his
Oh,
stats.
it's -1 difficulty?
So, yeah,
okay.
So it's basically the idea is that when you do stuff initially, you're not very good at it, but as you do it more...
Okay, I flipped it around. Okay, now I get it.
Yeah, so that's a success there. Which is why that card is good, because it means like the later actions, so the third action and the bonus action, are gonna be easier for them to accomplish, but you can also help guarantee the failures early on by having the additional difficulty. Yeah, that was a pretty good turn. We as a group got 7 clues, which is not bad considering.
Not bad.
Last time well, then again, we were fighting uphill battle because of standalone.
All right, there are no
Last
enemies,
time.
so we move on to the upkeep phase.
All right, so upkeep button.
Cool, I'll get to move a bunch this turn for free.
Oh, I'm gonna have fun with this one.
I need to find a test that I can afford to fail, and then just do it. So I can get my Rex's Curse shuffled back into my deck.
Ooh, I have to be careful because I cannot. If I overdo Sebastian, that's a fight immediately there.
Like, what do you mean?
I could easily just sit there and rip off his last 2 clues. and
Yeah,
flip
we don't
him.
know if it's necessarily a fight or if it just does weird bad things. They might be
That's what
monsters,
we-
they might have negative effects, they might not have any of those, and we may just have to resolve them as, hey, you flipped them over, and there's stuff here. I know there are... What is set aside in here? Oh yeah, this enemy there. There may be some stuff in the actual act deck, or the agenda deck that might be the monsters or whatnot. Because like as we interview them, we're gonna be able to.
Shouldn't I put a doom on him as we went through it, or is that?
We've not
a
gotten to that
different point?
phase yet. We're not gone to there. We just finished upkeep, and now we move into Mythos. So a doom goes on the agenda, and we each draw our encounter stars starting from there. Ooh, that's unfortunate. That will cause us to advance. Oh no, just one. Just one. Never mind.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just 1.
So if you want to go ahead and add that, I drew marked by the sign. So these cards might have a peril word on them. Normally you can discuss things that happen. Perils you are not allowed to discuss with other players. They're not hidden, so you can still show them, but you're not allowed to discuss them to get to like ask for help or whatnot.
So you're not allowed to, but we could choose to without saying anything about it. Technically, right?
I'm not 100% certain if you're allowed to help on these. I think they are investigator locked. I should be okay on this one. I mean, but
yeah, I was going to say
for the sake of learning. Ooh, that could be nasty. Let me see. What do I have? Actually need that. I guess I'm just gonna go for it. 3 versus 2.
Nope. Yeah, it's that is locked to you. I just double checked against the book.
I failed, and I will take 2 horror.
Man, you're not doing well on that one here.
Well, I mean, it's making up for the fact that I took almost no damage the entire last scenario.
Yeah, by the way, so we are at 2 Doom because we got the one from Mythos and
yeah, I thought we were getting 2 additional Doom, which would have advanced the scenario. All right, what'd you guys get? Ooze and Filth next to the agenda deck. Each location gets +1 Shroud. That is very sad. So everything is +1 Shroud.
And then we got a lunatic added back in through Young Psychopath.
After it engages you, must take either 1 horror or it gets +3 fight until the end of the investigation phase.
I'll take the horror.
Yeah, probably a good plan. We should be okay once we get some soak on the field. We just have to draw it. Okay. All right.
What do they do their damage? They do both types.
Yeah,
okay.
They'll do 1 of each, but they only have 2 HP, so they should be pretty easy to take down. Depending on what Ukulele's got going on, he may just build a move in there and kill it.
Can I take my turn first here then?
Oh yeah, if you want to, unless anyone else has something they want to do.
Go for it.
Cool. Let's go 3 resources to drop down Peter here.
The boy, he goes in your ally slot. Right
yeah,
here.
he goes up here. So that's that. That's 1 action, and I should be able to pretty safely engage here. Well, no, that's 2 fight versus right because I don't have my thing to switch over my fight yet. I could technically pull Psychopath on me through that, and that would just be a lot safer for that. Because the way they do their damage, I don't really worry about too much.
I mean, yeah, you could do that. You could spin the action, or you could just attack them if you have something to fight them with, like some spells.
Yeah, I could do. I don't have the resources to throw down extra bit from there, but I have an idea. Let's see. Unless I go to an auto fail, I could go.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't help with that. I have an item that can help with items, but I can't help with spells.
Yeah, I have a way I could probably do this. Because I know Peter now is going to make me. It gives me extra tankiness, so I can both evade and I have willpower at a higher levels here.
Yeah, I've already upped your stats there. So
I see that. I only have because the one thing if I pulled that, I could actually probably just do combat. Like it's just the biggest thing is I only have my combat is only at 2 this way because I can't drop a baseball bat yet. No, I could spend a resource. That would use up all my actions. I couldn't do shit then. Never mind. Oh, I'm trying to think how to best do this. If I just go to attack here, I do have an out for this. And that could, if there is any extra commit, we could do like that. But that's only, we deal with the 1, but that I can't. The big thing is if I could get them to hit me, it would be better. That's the whole thing. Because then
while you're deciding, I need to talk about one of the rules here real fast, just so, because I know there's 2 people who have Peter Sylvester in their deck. So, you know, if you look at Peter Sylvester, he has a star next to his name. That means he's a unique character. That means there can only be 1 of that character in play at a time. So that means, and that's across the entire group. So, with you having in play, Darking can't play his copy. If he dies for you, Darking can then play Peter Sylvester, because it's considered a unique character.
Okay, yeah, that is good to know. It's basically like the Legends rule of Magic.
Pretty much, yeah. But it's table wide, so.
Okay, yeah. I'm just trying to think the best way I could probably do this. But I could just pull them because then the one horror makes it where it easily, whenever that thing does damage to me, it'll get the crap kicked back out of it. So that would probably be an easy way to deal with that. Yeah, I will do it that way as that one here. So I'm gonna pull it on my threat.
All right, that's an action to engage.
Yep, that's exactly. So I already spent that one action there.
Okay, and then if you got.
And then I'll use one action to fight on this one here.
All right, so it's gonna be 2 versus 2.
Yep, but I have a trick up the thing here. Elder Sign.
Or you could just succeed with the +0.
A +0 and yeah. So that does that. So that does the 1 damage, and then I'm set up for the next part of this anyhow. Because the moment it attacks me, it dies.
Or it could actually die right now because it's 4 since you engaged it. It does its effect again. So you must either take 1 horror or it gets +3 fight.
Oh so. Yeah, I'll take the 1 horror and which makes me do 1 damage to it and kill it.
Yeah, that will kill it.
And there we go. That has it dealt with.
All right, and that is all of your actions. So who would like to go next? There it is.
Yeah. I'm like lunatics. I'll just bash all these people so far.
I mean, you're literally at this point just punching things to death. I guess Spectral Razor's not quite a punch. You're just turning your hand into a blade.
But that's 2 lunatics in 2 turns taken out already.
I don't have that much resources. I'm probably gonna move into Constance's room. And
yeah, that makes the most sense.
So if it's cool, I can go next if you guys want.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. So I'm gonna use my first action to spend 2 resources and play Schaffner's Catalog. I'm then going to spend 2 of the secrets on Schaffner's to play Lucky Cigarette Case. I love Schaffner's Catalog so much. I'm gonna hold off on doing that, and then I'm gonna play Shortcut to let me move for free. After performing a parley action in this room, draw a card. Ooh. Well, isn't that lovely? Okay, well, I'm giving my last action to parlay.
So it's group limit once per phase.
Yep. Well, I'm the only
one. So that is a true once per phase.
Yeah, that's a true once per phase as opposed to once per player per phase.
Yeah. That I watched that video and I was trying to remember which things are which.
Yeah, that video had a lot of info. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, the one I posted in the Discord chat. All right. Then we'll go and test 4 versus 3. I don't have any way to boost this, so I guess we're just gonna test that. That is a -4. If I fail, take a horror. Fuck me. I've taken a lot of damage. That effect did not cause me to fail that test, so unfortunately I don't get to remove my Rex's Curse. Well, that's unfortunate. Alright, that's all of my actions.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and go here. First things first, we're gonna try and get another one off of Sebastian with my 3v4. We're not modifying it, of course, because why would we?
And this is why we don't have a lunatic. I am making those things not stay here for that reason alone.
Another token.
Okay.
-1.
-1.
All right, cool. We've definitely failed.
Yep, so that is a fail.
Excellent. That's great. New action acquired. Fantastic. I will be throwing down here, scrounging for supplies, which will let me pull a level 0 card from my discard into my hand.
I hate to tell you this, but Call by the Mist deals you 1 damage because you initiated a skill test with 4 or higher, and because it was +1, it becomes a 4 or higher.
Sad.
This
Okay.
weakness is really dangerous. I was watching someone else play this character. You may want to get rid of it as soon as you can.
Yeah, especially because quick learns going to make that painful as can be.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll get my
I
rabbit's
have
foot
watched
out of
it
my
kill
discard.
people before because they thought, oh, it's not a big deal, and then ended up having to off themselves to get out of stuff.
Yeah, and I guess I'll spend.
Well, you have your bonus. You still have. You did get your bonus action here, so
Yeah, which is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna spend those to get rid of it.
And that just goes to your discard pile. Man, we have not been in a good spot for weaknesses so far. Good lord.
Oh.
And the worst part is I still have one more weakness in my deck. I still have the Man in the Pallid Mask.
Oh yeah, because you were lead investigator last time, right?
Yep.
Wait, does it switch over to whoever the lead investigator is?
No, it stays in my deck. I guess it technically is supposed to, but I think we'll just do it to where it will switch into it. It's because we don't want to have to switch around decks like this. It will just assume he's gonna stay in my deck until I am defeated. In which case he will move to somebody else's. I think that's probably the easiest way to play that. So we're not like, oh, let me go shuffle my deck and put him in your deck now.
I mean, we can
if you guys want to. Though. I can search my deck now and then reshuffle it. I'm happy to do that.
Yeah, let's just do that one really quick here. Yours is not the main turn, we can let whoever's playing out theirs do that, and I don't have to worry about it, so you can just drop it onto me, and then we can just shuffle my deck.
He was on the bottom of my deck.
Oh, good lord.
We may not have even drawn. Which, I guess, admittedly, like him getting drawn is important because we need to send him away and defeat him. Because every time we do that, we get an extra point on our chasing the stranger.
Yeah, so now he's mixed into mine.
Okay.
I just shuffled it like a good 5 times.
Shuffle my deck too. Okay.
All right, so it's now ukulele.
Yeah. So should I try to clear Sebastian of his clues, or I could go to Ashley?
Yeah, I would say move over towards Ashley. Sebastian, that's easily taken care of by me and Dark because of
yeah,
there's 2 people here, so
Yeah,
and we need to start moving towards some of these other ones getting removed.
So let's see what this is first.
Shroud 5 area with the +1. After you perform a parlay action in the ballroom, gain 2 resources.
Oh, hell
Holy
yeah.
crap.
Right.
That is...
So I use both my actions to listen to her.
All right. And that will give you a clue.
And I get 2 resources. Man, I really needed that. Cool beans. That's the end of my turn.
All right. And that we then move on to the enemy phase. There are no enemies. So the upkeep phase.
Made a point to remove them all.
Oh, man, of course. Oh, actually, hang on. Was he an item? No, he's not an item. Oh, crap. I don't have enough resources for this. No! I need 2 resources so bad. And the dreaded Mythos phase. The Doom goes on the agenda, and we advance. Not all of it. Just the first one. If it isn't our final guest, the doorman announces. Miss Devine, your presence here has been long awaited. The woman wears a devilish dress and a similar grin. You swear you've seen the symbol on her amulet before. Well, now the real party can begin, she declares, then heads off to mingle with the other partygoers. Find the bystander asset with the fewest clues on it. Spawn the set-aside Diane Devine enemy at that asset's location.
Oh, crap, that's on me and Sebastian. That's the Sebastian set location now.
She is aloof, so she's not engaged. Each investigator at Diane Devine's location cannot discover or take control of clues, so she must be dealt with. A reminder that aloof enemies must be engaged first before you can deal damage to them. At the beginning of the enemy phase, find a bystander asset with the fewest clues and move on it. Move Diane Devine to that asset's location if able. All right, and we move on to the terrifying truth, Agenda 2A. The more and more this place continues to fall into madness, transforming before your very eyes. When this agenda would advance by reaching its doom threshold, instead remove all the doom in play, and randomly resolve one of the sickening reality cards underneath the scenario reference card. If there are no cards underneath the scenario, advance to a 2B instead.
Ooh, okay.
Let's put that in the trash there. We don't need that. This was attached to that act card or the agenda card, I believe. So this goes away.
No, it said. Wait, let me just read that one.
It says place it next to the agenda card. So at the end, this should have gone away anyway. At the end of the round, that was like 2 rounds ago.
Okay. And now we're gonna go to Mythos, right?
Oh yeah, that was the first part of Mythos. So we're into encounter cards now.
Ah, god dang it!
I'm sorry, guys. It's back. I got ooze and filth.
Yeah, I pulled up a maniac.
Yep, take 1 damage and deal 1 damage to him. A ukulele, your card. We'll just continue around. Oh, actually, that should be
I'll
that.
take 2 horror. If okay. So
X is the shroud value of your location. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That's a 6-fight roach swarm.
Delightful.
I mean, you're not fighting anyway. You're evading. Still.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Woohoo!
That is a nasty monster. Jesus Christ.
So, I'm gonna have to get the hell out of here too, because I don't want to fight that fucker either.
Yeah, I think it's time to leave.
Just exhaust it, and somebody needs to deal with Diane Devine as well.
Yeah, I can't deal with Diane right now with that.
Yeah.
That roach is gonna be sitting here.
But
I also have to deal with my maniac too, because
that's
now have a
unfortunate.
lunatic on board that we need to get rid of.
That is really unfortunate. Hopefully you draw some healing soon. Oop, not what I wanted to do.
And what was yours?
It was the
Kevin?
one I drew last time. You got to test it against Will. He drew an auto fail though, and took 2 horror.
I was saying for you.
Oh, for
I didn't
me,
see what yours was.
I once again drew the card that we just discarded.
Oh,
that was filled,
ooze. Oh, Jesus.
which is why it's a 6 fight instead of a 5 fight. That card does not have Hunter, admittedly, so you could exhaust it, and then just like attack it while it's exhausted. Which
Honestly, I might have to just exhaust my maniac and get out of this spot for the moment too, because I just cannot. This room right now in the middle is just heavily
well, I mean,
dangerous.
the roach is only doing damage to
Yes, but the
Dark
moment
Game.
he exhausts it, it'll be disengaged from him, and that becomes available.
Well, it'll
to
be
anyone.
exhausted again though. It won't ready up until next turn. You may want to still move.
That's what I'm saying, but I like getting rid of this instead of like hanging out inside this room where it'll re-engage me afterwards.
Yeah, if you can't do the damage,
That's what I'm saying.
then
Because I'm not gonna be able to do it. Because I would need to be able to get rid of 4. I would have to be able to get out. We'd have to kick out 6 damage in 1 turn. Or sorry, not 6, but 5 damage in 1 turn to be able to deal with both Maniac and the Roach alone.
Yeah, luckily they don't do that much damage, admittedly, but
Yes, but I also don't have. I literally only have 6 health, and I'm at 4.
yeah, but when it
already.
engages back, we can pick who it engages on. It's not a hunter. It doesn't have a prey target, so it just engages on whoever we want at that location.
Yeah, but I don't think we're gonna be keeping people inside that room though at the
Yeah,
moment.
we'll see.
It makes no sense to.
If it's cool with you guys, I'm gonna go first since all I'm gonna do is parlay and investigate this. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do that. 4 versus 3. I fail. Second action, 4 versus 3. I would succeed, but I have to draw another token.
Wait, I thought it was only your first time you'd succeed, right?
No, it's well, I haven't succeeded yet.
Ah,
Which was a skull token, which means I draw another one. Which is minus
that
4.
would be the
so
fail.
I
There you go. You
that,
get.
yeah, but I also have to put a doom, I believe, on the yeah, place a doom on your lunatic.
No. Oh yeah, you do it. Yeah, we do one doom on the lunatic.
Yeah, just on a lunatic in play, yeah.
So yeah, I'll have to kill off that
Shuffle into
lunatic
my deck?
quick.
Shuffle the cards into my deck, okay. Okay.
And since you failed to take 1 whore,
Wait, what?
because the tablet.
Oh, crap. God, I'm getting really low on horror. Well, actually, horror's not. I'm down. I've taken 4 horror already. I'm down to 5 out of a 6-9. All right, last one. 4 versus 3. That's another failure. Wow, what a useless turn. Feels bad. All right, you guys can go. I just wanted to get 1 success so I could draw a card, but no.
All right, so how do we want to go about this one here? So because we have 3 people, like one of them, technically, Ukulele can kind of do whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, there is the option to have Ukulele. I don't. Do you have any weapons available that you were looking to get into play?
Not yet, but I did get the one prepare for the worst to search my top.
Okay,
9 cards
maybe get you
for a
prepped
weapon.
because we are gonna have to deal with Diane, and she's gonna be in there for a while.
Yeah. Let's see, so that would cost me an action.
Luckily, right now nobody actually does horror damage, so you should be okay for the moment. But we got to find some healing for him too, because he's down to three sanity left.
Yeah, the big problem is
Oh, hang
there's
on.
enough
No,
things.
hang on. That wasn't direct sanity. You could just put that on. I guess you're trying to save Aquina, but you could have put some of that on Aquina.
I think I'm actually gonna do that. Or maybe I'll split it. 1 and 1. Because she technically has 5 right now because of that 1 card, so it's probably fine. Okay. Should I try to... I could try to get the roach swarm off of you if you want me to. At the very least, so that it's not an issue for you.
Wait a second. I have a question here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What would happen if Stella was say to move down to foyer? Is that thing's value still going to stay at that? Because it would switch down to X's to Shroud value.
It would go down to a 2. He'd take a point of damage from attack of opportunity, but it would go down to a 2.
Well, it'd go down to a 3 for the moment because of
3 because it's a +1, yeah.
That might make it a lot easier to deal with for the moment. When it's put onto something like that, yeah. Like, if he moved down to foyer, that becomes a far more manageable creature.
Yeah, I agree that it needs to get out of that room, because that room is really bad for this. I don't know if it's worth taking the damage, though.
Well, because we're not going to be able to beat it in the fight right now. We can't beat it in a fight in that room very easily.
Yeah, the lack of weapons is killing us.
Yeah. That's what I'm going. He's probably going to have, like, you can probably try to do the evasion, but then it's if anyone else goes in that room, they're immediately engaged with it. It's going to be better to get it out of that room and deal with it that way. Because if you evade it, it'll engage whoever goes in that room. And we need to get it out of that room.
Yeah,
because we need to be able to do that to get rid of Diane. Because we need to take off Diane, so then we can clear out that room.
The thing is to remember too is if we evade these enemies, they won't ready up until the upkeep phase, which means they'll skip their damaging phase. So as long as they get evaded, they're not a threat. Which evading the maniac, not as big of a deal. Although it is gonna make things worse and worse if we don't get the doom on him dealt with.
Yeah, that's why I need to try. I need to try to get rid of the maniac like ASAP because of the doom on it.
So I think what we should do is we let Ukulele go first, so that he can prepare for the worst and search for a weapon, and then see and then plan everything else out based on whether or not he finds a weapon in those 9 cards.
All right, we all cool with that?
Yeah, it seems reasonable.
All right. First action. For the worst. Let's flip this.
And then you can use the fancy search. Actually, up here on the top of your thing, you can use this fancy search bar to click the 9, and it will just automatically pull them. And then you can just click in search when you're done. So you just pull cards out of there that you would want to keep.
You also have a custom search amount. You could probably just type in 10.
Well, it's search the top 9 cards.
Oh,
10.
his is search top 9? Okay, I thought his said.
And the one next to that actually shows your current hand size, and since it searches cards and pulls them from your hand, you can see he's searched 9.
Yeah, I didn't get a weapon.
Oh, that's unfortunate. So you can click in search up here in the same spot.
And search.
And then you'll just need to and it automatically reshuffles your deck too.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, this search helper is really cool.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah, and then I like the hand helper as well, because it lets if you have to discard a random card in your hand, you don't have to worry about like flipping them over and then shuffling your hand and then pulling out a random one to discard. You just click discard random card and it will do it.
Okay, well.
Okay, so I guess now the question is, what do we want to do? Because it may be better just for him to spend 2 actions, parlay, get a clue here, and then get the free resources, and you guys just try to evade your stuff and get out of there. Because the thing is, as we move these down on other people, if we get them below 2, she'll move to wherever that is. We can deal with her in another room.
Yeah, I need to. What I'm not going to so much be worrying about evading. I need to kill this maniac so that we can pull those stupid cards or those stupid tokens without us getting Doom.
Yeah.
If we don't have a lunatic, we don't get Doom.
That's true, and it will remove the Doons on him too when he does. So you need to do 3
Exactly.
damage to him.
Well, that's my goal. I'm going to be getting down baseball bat to get into doing some extra damage.
So you're gonna soak a damage? Because he will attack you for doing that.
I know. I don't really have much of a choice on that.
Yeah. It's not the ideal scenario. We've been very unfortunate with fighting assets.
Yeah, I'm continually fighting. Like, if they were doing horror, I wouldn't be caring, but I keep getting health ones only.
Yeah, and the weird thing is I was watching a video that like spoiler-free ways to prep for this campaign, and they're like, yeah, there's a lot of horror. Make sure you get horror soak, and like, I guess for me makes sense because I've taken 4 horror already, but
yeah, so
fuck. Okay.
So, waiting for Yukio to finish off what they do, and
yeah.
So how are you going to attempt to deal with Maniac?
So my goal, because I have 2 resources, I was going to go into baseball bat, take that 1 hit that I have to take from that initially, and then just try to effectively expend 2 actions and that expends all 3 actions. That's rough. Shit.
Because you have to play baseball bat for 1, attack for 2, and that will do 2 damage. And he still has 1 HP left.
I can technically go in there and kill it with my next 2 turns. So I could go in there, I can engage it. It would engage, attack me, deal damage, and then I could do my retaliate, and then I move that over to Aquina, and that would deal an additional damage to kill it.
We could do that because we're gonna need to get Diana to take on Diane Divine anyhow.
You cannot use Aquina, so it's you deal a horror to her. Actually, oh no, never mind. That you are correct. I just misread that. So she'll take a horror, but the damage will be flipped back onto it instead, and it doesn't do any horror.
Yeah.
Deal enemy damage to any enemy at your location set. Wait, you could turn that actually to damage Diane.
That's only 2 damage though.
No, but this actually could be an amazing idea. If he gets in here, locks this up, right? Damage, like he could take 1 damage that'd be going to him from Aquina and put that onto Diane. Because he can do damage to any enemy at your location.
I'm just confused.
So we can start using that to...
I'm confused how he kills the maniac though.
I go in there, I use my action to engage it.
Yeah.
Because it's engaging me.
It'll take 1
damage, and
it'll take 1 damage.
Oh, it deals itself. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, yeah. So Aquina is when you won't be able to use Aquina. You'll have to take a 2nd hit from it attacking you because it's when an enemy attacks you, and that's not an attack. It's a forced effect.
Okay, never mind then.
You could still do it. It would still work. It would just die in the enemy phase, instead of dying in the basically the Aquina stuff. You would just end up taking 1 additional damage, basically. Which you could actually still put on Aquina and have her soak it for you instead. She just won't do a damage back on it. Because she's +1/+1, right?
No, I think she's +0/+1.
No, she's +1/+1. Trusted, it gives her a +1 health, +1 sanity.
How do you see what Trusted?
It's in the attachment helper here. You can just look at it, and you can basically search it. He's also thinking you can pull it up. But you can see it's +1 health, +1 sanity.
Okay, yeah, so it's both. Okay, nice.
Yeah, so she's technically she's currently a 2/4, even with the damage on her. So she could, you would still work. It would just die in the next or in the mythos or in the enemy phase instead of in the investigator phase.
So if I have it engage me, does that still count as an enemy attacks me?
It does not because it's the forced effect.
That's the forced effect.
It will still take a damage. You will take a damage, but you can put that on Aquina without killing her. And then
during enemy phase, when it does go to attack.
Yeah, and then when it does go to attack, you can take the damage and trigger your effect, cancel it with Aquina, and have her take a horror and funnel it back onto itself to do 2 additional damage to it, without having to use any actions, and that will do the last remaining damage it needs to die.
All right, y'all fine with that?
Yeah,
that sounds good to me.
Seems right.
We doing it. Action, move here. Other action, engage it onto me.
All right, it will do 1 damage to you, and take a damage itself.
You could put that damage onto Quina.
He does have 8 HP though. Like his HP is not the thing that's hurting, and Aquina only has 2 health originally, so maybe save that. I think it might be a better. I actually agree with the play to put it on himself.
Fair, yeah.
All right, that's me.
Okay, so that frees up
hang on. You have a force effect for moving in there too. Discard the top card of the encounter deck. It is not an enemy, so you do not draw it. Ooh, that's a nasty one. Gotta get rid of that.
The other question is we could... Wait a second. If I attack the Maniac while it's on him, the retaliation on that... If I would hit him, that wouldn't count. I guess that would count as me hitting him. Not
it would count as it's not as an enemy attack. So it would like there's no reason to attack the Maniac because the Maniac is guaranteed to die when it attacks him.
Yeah, I was just trying to make sure that we but my thought is in case we go through another bad luck set of chaos bag, that we don't hit 3 doom counters too quickly.
I mean,
we have two. We do have 2 people that have to go through a set of tests.
Well, we won't be. The thing is, we won't be pulling so it won't advance. The agenda will never advance until the Mythos phase because there's a part of the Mythos phase that is check the Doom threshold. So
that's how that works.
Yeah. So
I didn't understand that.
The only time that it can advance is when the card specifically says this additional Doom can advance the agenda. Which is why drawing cards like Ancient Evils can advance the agenda, even though it technically comes after the check the Doom threshold.
Okay, so then what I could probably do instead here, so tell me if this sounds like a sound idea. I could spend my 2 resources to pull into Baseball Bat, so I get my +2 to normal combat.
Mm-hmm.
I could then engage the aloof Diane.
Mm-hmm.
And try to force 2 combat sets there. That could potentially kill her off.
Well, and where are you getting the 4th action? Because you have 1 to pay baseball bat, 1 to engage, and then one to attack.
that would be 4 like that. Never mind.
She would still be engaged with you, and she has no damage, so she won't do any damage to you. It'll just have to kill her next turn.
Yeah, then that would probably be the easiest way to go about that. And then, especially if the Roach Swarm gets evaded here, we could switch Roach Swarm right on over to onto Daniela because that's way more easily for Roach Swarm for him to deal with Roach Swarm than me.
I mean, we could just also have Roach Swarm, depending on whether or not Darking moves, pull Roach Swarm back on him because he can just evade it. The issue is that the Roach Swarm need Roach Swarm to be in the foyer. So I feel like at some point someone's gonna have to tank a damage. It depends on who it's going to be. But for now, we just need to we'll worry about that when
the thing is, it also only has 2 health. So, forcing it into the whole thing against Daniela just kills it quickly, too. That's the other side of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That is true.
And it only deals 1 damage, right?
Sorry, what?
It only deals 1 damage?
Yeah, it only does 1, yeah.
I would literally negate it then, so yeah.
Yeah, you would just negate all the damage. It doesn't do any horror, and you do 2 damage back to it, which would kill. Yeah, that makes sense. It will not if it gets evaded, it won't do that until next turn.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Is so we can use that engagement set there, which would be nice instead.
Yeah,
when it has to be re-engaged. So yeah, I think that's probably that sounds like our best.
Yeah,
so that's I think I'm going to go down as well.
Yeah, try to deal with Diane so we can start getting those stuff from Sebastian again.
All right, so I'm going to do my baseball bat here. So I get my +2 when fighting. I'm going to go ahead, spend 1 to grab the aloof. And then spend 1 here to...
fight at a 4v2. -3 is a failure.
Okay. But that, thankfully, because there's nothing to really worry about here, that doesn't really mean much.
Yeah, I mean, and even if she did have a damage or anything on her, if she did 2 health and 2 horror for hitting you, she doesn't have retaliate, so failing doesn't do it. It's not any negative.
Yeah,
it's just you just don't.
That's what I'm saying. It's not a big. That's what I'm saying. It's not a big deal. It gives me also the ability just to probably swing down on her twice anyhow and just go for it.
All right, Darking, you are up.
Well, isn't this a fun spot I found myself in?
Well, you just have to evade. You're free.
I
after
do
your
have to
evasion.
evade. You're right.
Because that's what we're entirely betting on is the evasion.
Yep.
Currently a 4v3. I don't really want to, but if it really comes down, I can give you +1. I would rather use this to move somebody instead.
Well, I'm definitely not doing that on my first action because of all the quick learner and whatnot.
Well, couldn't you? Oh, you could always just try to do your parlay initially.
There's no reason to do that though, because you can't get the.
Oh yeah, we can't do that because she's on.
No, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna chuck down some items for my first 2 actions and then evade on the third. And if it fails, I might die.
Well, no, you take 1 damage.
Is it not?
It does 1 damage.
Value?
So to beat it in combat,
no, yeah,
you have to have a value of 6.
You're right, so I'm fine. Yeah. So that's great. We're still gonna evade last. This will give me a chance to throw down some shit that I needed to be throwing down.
If you play cards, you will take attacks of opportunity. I recommend you try to get your extra actions by failing first, and then try to get your evasions in so that you can get the evade out of the way so you can actually play the cards you need to play.
I mean, what can I fail at, though?
Oh, you could try to evade him right now, because he's currently going to be a 4v4.
Okay. Sure.
And the odds are going at an equal is you're probably going to fail. The odds are like 80% you fail that test.
Can I commit skill cards?
You can, if you want to. If you're trying to not fail it, that is the thing you can do.
I'm committing skill cards to still. So yeah, we'll try to evade. I'll throw a take card in there. If I fail, I'll get some cards.
Perfect.
If
4
not,
versus 4.
-4.
Cool. Draw 2 cards, gain 2 resources.
Sick.
The upside is you are very close to having enough resources to parlay with Jordan Perry.
Which would be perfect.
That's great. So that gets my minus out of the way. Whoops.
Damn.
Unlucky, but we won't.
What did I miss? That it was unlucky?
No, so he accidentally did the right click on it and he pulled up the elder sign.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it goes back in there. It goes back in there. It's not
yeah, no. It was just more of a that's unfortunate that was.
Anyways, it's evasion time, I think.
Okay, so you're currently at a 4 versus 3.
See what happens.
-2 will be a failure.
Jesus.
So that was another.
Let's throw that out.
Live and learn. Play skill test fails. You get +2 value for the test. Attempt it again. All right, so you're now at a 6 versus 3.
Surely we don't die this time.
Draw another token.
Ooh, that's also another Doom that went out.
It will be another. No, yeah, it'll. Yeah,
yes, it is.
It's not a big deal though. It can't cause it to advance, and it'll die during the next phase. So that is still another failure.
Nice.
And then you're now at a 4 versus 2 for your last action. Actually, no, sorry, that was not a failure because it would have been that was your third action, so that would have been a minus.
Oh, you're right.
Actually, no, that was a redo of your.
Yeah.
Never mind. That was a redo of your second attempt of your second action.
Yes.
So yeah, now you're on your it's -1 difficulty, so it is now only a 2 to evade it.
Jesus, man, surely this time.
4 versus 2. Elder Sign.
Elder Sign +1, or you could auto fail, but let's please just +1.
Well, yeah, let's not auto fail.
All right, and it is exhausted at this location.
Nice. Got 1 action left.
1 action left. Play your card. You can move. I mean, it doesn't really matter. You can't. The only thing you can't do is parlay with Sebastian because.
Yeah,
what you could do is you can always move up to gallery because you're gonna on upkeep you're gonna gain your 10th resource anyhow.
That's not a bad plan actually.
Yeah, we could do that.
That's the wrong one.
That is me.
No, yeah, that's you. You're right.
Yeah, yours is here.
Yep.
You are a postal lady. I am a man wearing glasses. We are not the
Force.
same.
At the end of your turn, test 2 against willpower. If you fail, place 1 of your clues on the gallery.
All right.
But so that's going to be technically a 3v1.
Yeah,
because
3v1.
you're gonna you're gonna still have your
yeah, your bonus is after your third
Right.
action. So
Surely the
draw a
draws will
token.
be in my favor.
Draw another one. Draw
Serious? That's fine.
We're good. No more doom. We're fine.
I'm just like, this one maniac's at like 4 to freaking
So,
do.
if you think that's crazy, so there are the tokens that are down here, the blessed and the cursed tokens. We don't really have any of those in our decks right now. But there are some decks that build around those, and so you can get like a bunch of blessed and a bunch of cursed tokens in the bag at the same time. And so there are things that will happen where because the way they work is they give blessed give +2, but it causes you to draw another token, and cursed do the opposite, where they give -2 and cause you to draw another token. You can get chains where you just draw, oh yes, cool, cursed token, blessed token, cursed token, cursed token, blessed token, blessed token, elder sign.
Oh god.
It's like, and they just cancel each other out. It's like, oh cool, so this is a +1, fantastic. But the thing is, they get removed from the bag when they get drawn. Like, so they just go, like, they go back. That's interesting. All right, I believe that is everybody. Enemy phase.
Oh wait, no, he needs to do his skill check.
He already did it
because
he passed.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yep.
Good.
This guy swings for 1 onto ukulele
Yeah, which is reflected back onto him.
from his thing from the 1, and then the actual damage itself, I assume, goes onto Quina and does 2 damage to him, and he dies. Or
The
you not?
damage goes onto the maniac, but she still takes a horror.
Yeah,
if
that's
I'm
what I
reading
meant.
this
So she'll take a horror, but
Yeah.
he's dead, and that removes 4 doom from the agenda. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So she'll need her horror. Diane does not have any combat capabilities, so she doesn't do any damage. And then we move into the upkeep phase. The Roach Storm will ready up, and it will engage on... Who do we want it to engage on?
I think we were going to put it on armor because it's only 2 health. It can only deal 1 damage, so that just gets destroyed on armored.
I kind of agree. I think that's a good plan. Anyone opposed just before we do it?
Nope.
Well, that's kind of what we had kind of agreed on beforehand. So that's what we're saying.
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know why it didn't ready up your Quino. Oh, because you haven't done your upkeep yet. We are in upkeep, by the way. Ukulele.
Oh, okay.
I was like, man, you didn't ready up yourself? That's really weird. It normally does that, and then realized, oh.
Yeah, half of us hadn't hit upkeep yet because we were just like watching, like we were figuring out that other stuff.
Mythos phase, a doom goes on the agenda, and then we will get to draw our cards.
Tough crowd, treachery,
He attacks
next to agenda deck. Let's see, revelation. Do we want to have to? Okay, because do we want to deal with tough crowd or no? That's my question. I can stop that right now.
Seems like you're supposed to spend additional action to parlay. That sounds awful. I would agree that we should get rid of that. Actually...
Ward of protection?
Does that only was ones you draw? Yeah, it's when you draw. So I would say, if it was anyone that goes...
Yeah, it's when it's me only. That's why I've been...
Because, unfortunately, I'm drawing a card out of your deck. And by that, I mean, you're drawing a card out of your deck. You'll have to play the revelation effect of the card that
Wait, how the... Oh, from there, yeah.
He now is in play. So you'll have to pull him out and put him where he spawns. Which is going to be, the farthest away from you, I believe.
So I do that. I have to, search... Well, how do I do that one?
He's in your hand right now. I already searched it for you.
He's literally flipped over in my hand, so I couldn't see that.
That would make sense. Okay, yeah, he'll...
I was just like...
I forgot.
All investigators.
He will spawn...
Furthest from all investigators, so he's going to spawn here. I guess, technically,
that makes
right?
sense. Actually...
No, he's one away from everyone at that point.
Well, not... Yeah. I guess... So I was going to say, if he could spawn... I guess that technically is the first, because it's 2 away from me, and 2 away from Stella. I was going to say, if only is 1, then he could spawn in the foyer, since he's going to be 1 away from somebody anyway.
Yeah, because it's furthest from all investigators, and that puts it from, since you guys are both over there, that's 2.
I'm glad I didn't spend shortcut, because I'm going to have to go deal with him this turn.
Because he technically put here or ballroom, which Do we have a choice on that? Because those are both valid.
Put him in the ballroom. Because I don't want to have to reveal another location right now.
Okay, yeah, then we'll put him here because that's valid. Because those are both considered valid, and I think we get choice at that point, don't we?
Actually, crap. I really need him in the foyer.
Yeah, we can't do that though because
actually no. Put him in the dining room, and we'll just hope it's a low shroud location. Because it's gonna be a 6 shroud in the ballroom, and that's still gonna be very difficult for me to do. So we're just gonna have to hope the dining room is a good location.
So yeah, okay. Well, we got that there. So I still have Diane engaged with me. We can try to. I can try to deal with her.
We're not done with Mythos phase yet. We have still 2 more people in regard. Ukulele, your card. You don't have any item assets on you right now, right?
I do. In my hand.
Or from your hand. Okay.
But I literally only have 1. But I think
the total printed cost to survive X, where X is the shroud value location. You're currently at a shroud 5.
Yeah.
So you just if you only have 1, you'll just discard the 1.
Yeah. And then it goes away, alright?
And then it will go away, yeah. I was thinking you didn't have any, so it would gain surge.
I put this in the discard pile up here, right? Yeah. Discard.
So I have 1, and it is bandages, so I have to throw that away.
Rest in peace, bandages. I think you have scavenging in your decks. You should be able to get it back.
Yeah.
And then we have fine dining.
Yeah.
Yeah, just put a clue on Jordan Perry.
Yeah.
Like,
That's fine.
That's not a huge deal. It's better than taking.
Well, he says we can put it on any. He didn't say we had to put it on one there. He said any in play.
Any bystander.
Put it on Sebastian.
He's easy. We can get stuff from him. As soon as we deal with Diane David this turn, we're good.
Yeah. On a bystander asset in play. So yes.
Okay. Well,
that one worked.
If it's cool with you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and take my turn first, so I can get into this other area and see what our problems are in the dining room, and try to deal with the man in the pallid mask.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start off by spending. Actually, well, first thing first, I'm gonna spend 1 resource to play my mouse mask. I'm then going to play my other shortcut to move myself 1 for free. And then I'm going to spend my second action to move into the dining room. He's aloof.
Ooh, and it's only a 2. Beautiful.
Ooh, I can heal horror in here. Then reveal a token if it's revealed. If a skull or an elder or a out of field symbol is revealed, take 1 horror and place 1 doom on the dining table or in the dining room. Ooh, that soon doesn't go away. Okay, well he's only shroud 2, so only it's a 4. So I'm gonna spend a resource from my mask.
Wait, you moved me. Why am I up here?
Oh,
I didn't move there.
I guess I grabbed you on accident. I thought I grabbed me, but I guess we were like close enough that it grabbed the wrong one.
Oh man, that's real confusing looking. Goddamn.
I'm just like, wait a second.
So it's gonna be a 4, a 6 versus the 4 shroud. Does anyone have any books? Because I can give myself +1 in addition to this, but I really don't want to spend it because it's my best. It's my good ally.
I don't.
Oh, I don't.
Okay, then we'll just do 6v4 and hope that it's gonna be okay. I don't have anything here that can help me. I've already used 1 from that.
For the most part, you actually are
-1,
in a
success.
pretty good place.
Instead of covering a clue, defeat the man in the pallid mask. So he is defeated. I guess he just goes up in the victory display. He doesn't get shuffled. He has no thing.
He doesn't have a victory point either.
I guess he just goes in your discard pile, since he's your weakness.
Yeah. Oh, and we also though got a thing for over here, didn't we?
I'm double checking that now. What we got? What revelation did we get last time? If I don't spoil stuff for me.
Because you said we had to do. Every time we defeated him, we had to add 1 to the chasing the stranger.
I'm double checking that now to make sure that's accurate. It may get added. Campaign, keep a running tally the number of times man was defeated during the game's tally. Yeah, so we will add 1 to the chasing the stranger tally. We're up to 3 on our chasing the stranger tally.
Added.
And that is all of my actions.
All right. So just so that we open up the center here again, I'm gonna go ahead and just try to do my fight on Diane, since I can just do this as my 4. I unfortunately don't have much else I can realistically work with.
I can't commit anything to fight.
Yeah, I can't really commit extra to fight on this one here. So I'm gonna go ahead, spend on 1.
Auto fail.
Great.
I think actually, I'm sorry, but your bat breaks because of that.
Oh yeah, it does.
Because you drew an auto fail token.
Well,
so it's 2v2 now, which would be a
2v2,
success.
and I got a 0, so that's
That will do 1 damage there.
Yeah, that sucks though. Shoot.
Yeah, that is unfortunate.
Because yeah, now I can't kill her very quickly. Like I was trying to plan to do.
You can still do some damage to her, and getting damage on her is important.
Yep. I guess I'll just swing 1 more, because I don't really have anything else I can really do, and there's not much else.
Yeah, and she's not dangerous to you. It's just trying to get rid of her is the thing.
And
draw
then
a token.
Draw a token. We don't have any lunatics out right now.
We do not. I don't believe she's a lunatic. She's not. She's a
no, she's not.
So we are okay on
yeah.
that.
Yeah, that's why I was just taking a quick double check to see if we had any.
Minus
then
one is
-1.
a failure.
Yep. So there we go. That's all mine.
Why don't you guys decide what order you want to go in?
I can go.
All right.
All right. So
It's now down to a 5-fight swarm of roaches.
yeah. So I can't really. It would be too difficult to win a fight against it. So I think what I do is I literally just try to parlay.
Parlaying is pointless because I have
you actually can't
Diane's
parlay.
still on me in there.
Yeah, because Diane is at this location. It's on top of Agnes. So she will block you from gaining any clues from a successful parlay.
I can't parlay, and I don't really want to provoke attack of opportunities because that doesn't activate my abilities. Because that would just cause me unnecessary damage.
Technically, if you wanted to try, you could probably pull Diane onto you and take a swing on her.
That will engage is not an action that does not proc an attack of opportunity. So because he has roaches on him, the roaches will do him damage.
It will?
Yeah.
Okay, that will.
If you can engage enemies off other players if you don't have enemies on you without taking attacks of opportunity, but if you have an enemy on you and try to engage additional ones, the enemies that are currently engaged with you will attack you.
Okay, that I did not understand.
That unfortunately does not trigger Daniela's ability. I think it still triggers Aquina's ability though, because it just says when an enemy attacks you, deal that damage to another enemy.
Yeah, I think that would.
Only Daniela's doesn't proc an attack except an attack that was provoked. So you could technically provoke one, and then grab Aquina and have her reflect the damage from the roaches either back onto the roach swarm or try to put more onto Diane.
I think I put it onto a roach swarm so it just dies whenever it does attack me.
Yeah, that'd probably be best there.
But I will do that. I will engage Diane with my first action.
All right.
Which will add I will reflect that onto Aquina, which will add a
point of damage
to her,
roaches.
Which will, put a damage onto the roaches. And then
that
I guess I could just try to fight Diane. So
so while you're doing that, this is some fun facts. Apparently, because my shortcut is fast, if I'm at the same location as you and you have an enemy on you, I can force you to move without playing shortcut, and you won't take attacks of opportunity because no action was actually taken. So if I was in the right spot,
don't do it.
if I was in the right spot, I could have been in here, played that card on somebody, and then forced Daniela down into the 2 shroud area without taking attacks of opportunity.
So what again does Skull do?
You draw another one. If you fail, we're going to put a doom on a non-existent enemy.
Yes, so we don't have any lunatics
So you
at the
just
moment.
right-click the chaos token thing to draw another one. 0.
Oops.
You're still good. The second one didn't matter, so 0. Which I believe is 5v2. Yeah, that's a success.
That just,
all right. So that's
a dominant success.
And then I will just attack again.
So that was that one, and then
draw another token.
doing this one.
Elder Side.
And
Sick.
Which you were attacked by an enemy this round, and so you automatically succeed.
Okay, so Diane's dead.
Cool. She has no victory points, so she's not going to the victory display. She just gets discarded. I'm sure she'll be
That
back
is
at some
all
point as we
very
start to
fine.
shuffle through the deck.
Actions.
All right, Starking, you're up.
All right, let's fucking parlay with Jordan.
Cool. Test book 2.
Book two.
That's a success. Actually, no, it's not. You fail by 1.
Nope, fail by 1. Which is exactly what we needed. To action. We'll go again. This time at flat. -1's another fail.
No, it isn't. Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. You're 2 for
yeah, it's not until his third action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That he gets the +1.
Number 3 coming right up.
And there we go. That's success.
That is a success.
Damn. I hate how he sometimes just grabs the whole card. Like, I swear I'm offering the clue.
Yeah, it's just you gotta wait till it highlights. It's kind of hard to see.
And for my last trick, I'm gonna be playing a card. I'll be
Audible
spending
gasp.
a resource. We'll be getting it back. It doesn't matter.
Nice.
Perfect.
Been waiting to get that out for a little bit, but
Yeah, it's
now
kind
we're
of
there.
important to keep your engine going. All right. Then with that, all of our actions are done, and we move into the enemy phase. The roach swarm. I think
Would
it's
attack him.
I think it's exhausted because it already attacked him.
Wait, does attack of opportunity exhaust?
I'm checking that now. I actually have that open, or I had that open. Is that under A, attack of opportunity?
Attack against enemy. It's page 5.
Attack of opportunity against the investigator in order the investigator's choosing. Each attack deals the enemy's damage and horror to the investigator. Attack of opportunity is made immediately after cost initiating action. Enemy does not exhaust. Never mind. It will attack you again,
Okay, and then it'll die.
and you will take 1 damage.
Yeah.
Nice.
She's dying soon anyways, so
And she's 2 horror and 1 health left. Yeah.
yeah, so might as well start stacking that on her.
All right. With that, we move into the upkeep phase.
Oh wait. I also want to use this. Wait,
Ooh, yeah.
Can I use this?
It is fast, so I would say yeah, you can use that. It doesn't have any. The only thing is it's just fast play after you defeat an enemy, and you defeated an enemy.
Yeah, okay, so that uses 1, and I get 2 cards. Cool.
God, can I stop drawing repeat cards right now?
I feel you. I need my magnifying glasses and stuff like that, and I'm not drawing them.
And my draws have been very bad.
Yeah, so I have 2 uncages in my hand, but I have no spells or rituals in my hand.
The saddest part is I'm still 1 point away from being able to play Dr. Milan Christopher. I may have to take an action this turn to gain a resource to be able to play him.
Oh, which is like one of the worst things you can do.
Yeah, this may be a dead turn for me, a mostly dead turn for me, unfortunately.
Well, thankfully, I can get 3 actions to just sit there going to
Yeah.
blow on Sebastian, which is perfect.
Yeah, and Ukulele can then move into somewhere where he can work on stuff, or he can help you
Well,
if you
yeah.
don't manage to get him, or
Yeah. We'll first reveal Sebastian and see what the hell happens from him. If he
Yeah.
turns into something we need to fight, Ukulele being here is perfect.
yeah,
if
it will
it's
definitely help.
not
for
something
sure.
we need to fight, then Ukulele can bail.
All right, Mythos phase. A Doom goes on the agenda. We each draw our encounter cards in order.
Dance of the Yellow King. Revelation.
I also
If
drew that.
Gain surge.
Gain surge.
So
okay.
gain surge.
Yeah, so we'll
Okay.
discard both of those and we'll each draw another.
Young Psychopath. And Tough Crowd.
I got tough crowd, so all of our parlays cost an additional action to do.
He engages me. I take 1 whore.
I got another roach
So
swarm.
he takes a damage immediately.
Yep. Another roach swarm.
Ancient Evil coming out.
Oh, fuck. Okay, that's going to add 1 more
Yeah.
Doom. Okay, that will cause it to advance. Which doesn't actually advance it. It just is going to pull a Sickening Reality card. We're just gonna draw one. I'll pull it out for you guys. And this is the sickening reality that we drew. Each investigator at Constance Domain's location, in which there's nobody there, takes one horror. Flip this card to its enemy side and switch it with bystander asset version of Constance Domain, removing her from for the rest of the game. Ooh, she has Hunter too. She's also Victory 0. I assume the clues go away with her because she's been removed from the game. And this is technically a different thing. Luckily, she'll stay there this turn. Double check. Act, okay. Alright, then these will go back underneath the scenario.
I just want to
card.
read something on here. So, let's see.
Oh, no, hang on. Move each clue to her location.
Is that what it says in the... Was that the other thing I said?
Yeah, I missed the second thing. Move each clue from Constance Domain to her location.
So yeah, then now just go on the location instead. That's nice.
Which
That's
is
better
round
for
3.
you in its own way.
That is better for me. I can gain those a lot more. But she's so basically she's a hunter, so she'll be moving not this turn, but during the enemy phase's turn, she'll move and engage somebody. She only has 1 evasion, so she's easy to evade, but she gains +3 fight when she's exhausted.
Yeah, and she's a 4/6. She also does 2 health, which is fucking painful for me.
Yeah, she hits very hard, so she should not be engaged onto our squishier people. We need to get some weapons and some spells on the field for you and Ukulele.
Yeah, we're sitting here just like, the 2 fighters are just like, well, we got our fists.
All right, with that.
I've got 2 weapons in my inventory, but I can't give them to you.
Yeah, unfortunately. Okay, if it's cool with you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and go first. This is gonna be a dead turn for me, but I need to get some stuff going. So I'm going to use an action to gain a resource. Use all 4 of my resources to play Dr. Milan Christopher. And then I'm going to, because he's going to be +1 book. And then I'm going to, yes. And then I'm going to spin, I'm going to spin my final action to attempt to, identify my strange solution. I'm going to spend my last resource on my mouse mask to do that. To give me +2, so now it's 7 versus the 4 test.
Nice.
0 is a success. I will draw 2 cards. And I will then discard Strange Solution. And I can record in the campaign log that I've identified the solution.
Nice. Yeah, I just need to deal with the young psychopath. That's not too big a deal.
Yeah. And that is a very big turn. That is actually huge for well, also me drawing these cards was also pretty big. But that is an upgrade I'm going to be taking later on that I have to have that done, otherwise I can't upgrade into it. So getting that taken care of now is very good. Unfortunately, my mouse mask is now useless for other things, but I've got Dr. Milan, so I have some soak now. That is not considered an investigate, right? No, it's just test 4. Okay. All right. Whoever wants to go next is welcome to go.
Okay.
My turn is done.
I'm gonna try to get rid of the psychopath and then deal with Sebastian. Like pull some stuff off Sebastian. Is that
A reminder that it is 2 actions to parlay.
Oh yeah, it is for this turn.
Yeah, just for this turn. It will get it discarded at the end of the round.
Shoot. Yeah, that is true. And we don't have anything else that's really worth doing there otherwise. Yeah, that's what I think I'm gonna have to do it that way anyhow. Still. So I'm gonna spend my first action. I'm gonna go ahead and just try to do a 2v2 fight because that's unfortunately all I can really do. I did hit a 0 on it.
That's a success. She'll take a damage and die.
So yeah, that gets rid of that.
That was so fucking risky. You were so lucky.
No, that actually I'm sitting here holding lucky as well.
Oh, that would have helped a lot too. Yeah.
But you can only run lucky if you would fail a skill test.
Fail to.
So that was the point.
All right, that one is dealt with. That's very good. That's 1.
All right, and then that's 2 to do a parlay against Sebastian at this point.
All right, 6 versus 3. Draw a token.
And I just got rid of the lunatic. Thank God.
Yeah, no more damage is good. It doesn't matter. Draw another token. -4 is a failure, and Constance Domain is a lunatic, and so she will be getting
she is a lunatic. Oh fuck! I didn't even realize that sucks on that one here. Let me see. I'm just trying to do a quick math here.
We need to deal with her now.
This was a 6v3, so that would a -4 would make that a 2. I'm just gonna do this really fast.
Oh yeah, definitely play that.
And lucky that instead to get +2 to that value check for that check, so that makes it a 4v2, a 4v3.
Yeah, so that will be a success then. You'll get the clue, and we won't get the doom on her. That is significantly better.
No, we still do on that because
it's only if you fail. If you fail, place 1 doom on a lunatic enemy in play. You didn't fail because you got +2, and so that will go away, and that will prevent 2 doom from coming into play, which will save us some turns.
That was a massive turn then for that. All right, perfect.
All right, you guys are up. A reminder that Constance is a hunter, so during the enemy phase, she will move and engage into somebody on the courtyard, unless somebody else moves. She could in theory move north to the gallery, but I don't think we want her to do that.
Yeah, we don't want to move her towards Stella. Ideally, we're going to try to get. Roach Swarm will also die quickly again when it comes down to it because of the turn with Armored. So during that time, we'll probably just have Constance go after Armored again. Would probably be best.
Yep. Sounds good to me.
So yeah, Dark Armored, one of y'all two figure out what you're gonna do for your turn here.
I'm just gonna be searching.
You want to do yours then?
Yeah, might as well. It's easy and quick.
Well, mind you that doing your parlay is going to take 2. It's going to be 2 actions. Yeah.
Yep.
So
I got it. Which doesn't make too much of a difference for me. All right, so we're going in at a 3v2, 3 being him.
Mm-hmm.
-3.
That's okay. And I get to.
Does this count? This will still count as his third action, won't it? No, that ate both.
Oh, it did eat both. You're right. This would be a third action or later, so it is your third action.
Correct.
And you're the only person here who can do 2 full parlays with these people right now.
Yeah.
How did that ball get tapped? It's weird.
What's the auto tap button again?
E taps and Q untaps.
That was probably me because when I was put my hand back down to grab WSAD, my fingers went on to ESAF or ESDF instead. So I went to press W and probably hit E on it.
All right, we're going again.
You're committing unexpected courage.
I don't think I have a choice, do I?
So it is currently a test of 1 versus your 2. Plans for sure to make it a 4 versus 1. So yeah, that's probably a good bet. I would agree with that's the right play.
Yep. Let's go for it.
That's a success.
1v1, 1-1. Nice.
Enjoy your clue. All right, Ukulele, you are up.
Okay.
That would have triggered. I should have drawn that card from that test.
Damn.
Yeah, because trying to do that, we'll have Roach Swarm hit a swing at you either way.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no. That's the parlay action. That won't have Roach Swarm swing at you.
Yeah, parlay won't swing a Roach Swarm. So basically, you could parlay, and that would use 2 of your actions. You'd have 1 action left.
Yeah, I think that's what I do because I definitely want it to attack me during its action. That way, I can move its attack onto Aquina and to not take that additional hit.
Yeah, and deal 2 damage back to it.
Yeah. So first, so it takes me 2 actions to parlay, right?
Yes, 2
Correct.
actions until the end of this round, in which case Tough Crowd will go away.
I'll give parlay a shot.
-4.
-4. That's a fail.
Yep, that is a fail.
Does that do anything besides just
No,
fail?
there's no negatives for failing to parlay.
Okay.
At least not right now. We don't have anything that's forcing anything negative for it.
I may just want to get this out onto the field now and take a damage.
Well, actually, the damage would be ignored because of Aquina.
I'm not sure if I.
Unless you want to.
Yeah, do I have to do that, or do I get to choose to do that?
What do you mean,
When
putting the
enemy
damage on
attack-
her? Or?
Yeah.
Hers is a reaction, so I don't know if is that
A reaction
forced
is
or-
not required unless it says forced. You don't have to do it.
Okay. Yeah, then that's
'cause-
optional. Okay.
Because here's the thing, right? If I do something that forces it to attack me, then I'm going to take. If I take the damage, I could move it on to Quina to not take the damage. But then during its turn, it'll attack me anyways, and then I would take it during that turn.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't.
So that's a net 1 damage.
You
But
could
if
just
I-
try to punch it, and then not have to use a Quina to do the extra damage to it, and just try to 5v5 it. It doesn't have retaliate.
I want to use this last action to get my fire extinguisher out, though.
Oh yeah, I mean, you could just negate it with a Quina, and then you just won't use her for the second because she'll be exhausted anyway.
First off, let's do that. Get fire extinguisher out. I'm trying to think. So if I exhaust Aquina, I don't take damage this time, but I take damage during its phase.
And if
But
but
if
if
I
you
didn't-
but if you don't exhaust it, you take damage this time.
Yeah.
Well,
You take one. It's 1 damage regardless. Either
Yeah,
way.
I think it works out the
Yep.
same way that. it
Yeah,
ends up
so I
one
might
damage
as well-
regardless.
So it doesn't really matter. I'll just do it now. Oh, fuck. That was
I got you, fam. That is tapped.
rotate. There we go.
I would definitely
So,
recommend changing in the top right corner of the screen. There's that probably says 15 degrees on yours. I'd recommend switching that to like 45 or 90 to make it easier for you to tap cards. You can just click on it to change that.
If I change this, what?
The top in the menu on the top of your screen, there's on the right hand side of that. There's a degree. It's just like 15 degrees. You can click on that to cycle through some options to get like 45 or 90. I think your tapping is currently only doing like this. And if you keep it on 45, you can do a full tap, or 90 to do a
Okay. Oh wait, she takes a horror too.
Yep, she's got one horror left.
Okay. Fuck. Flip
And that is your last action.
Yeah, that was the end of my turn.
All right, enemy phase. The roaches are angry, and will swing for 1.
Yeah, and 1 damage.
But that's your retaliation to do its 2. So that's
Yep, it's dead. And then we upkeep.
Hunter. This thing's Hunter also goes off.
You're right. Constance Domain moves into. She can move to 1 of 2 locations. She's
We're gonna do
prey.
courtyard. I think we said right.
Yeah, you plan to pick this up, ukulele?
Yep.
Okay, we'll move to here, and then it will engage onto you.
Bring it.
And then I believe hunter enemies swing when they engage. After they move, I mean. I'm double checking that now on the reference sheet. Hunter, page 12. Move. Keyboard users, I think. Shortest path to nearest investigator. Each enemy's location with 1 or more investigators do not move. There are multiple investigators. This actually may be a turn order card. Yes, it would, because the attack comes after the hunter move. So it would swing for 2 on you.
Okay, and Aquina is up, so that means I can reflect it onto them. But
She
it
would.
kill her.
It moved before the upkeep phase.
It moved before the upkeep phase.
Yes.
Yeah, it was during the enemy phase.
This would have been. This technically
Alright.
she would have moved
When
and
the-
engaged on you when you still had the roach on you.
Okay.
So you could not put it on Aquina because she's technically tapped when this is happening.
Okay.
Which you could reflect the damage back into her with your ability, and just take.
Well,
2.
you could all. or you could automatically evade it.
Oh yeah, well, you could choose to automatically evade her, which will.
Wait, no, but does that exhaust him? Because it's a reaction, but does that have an exhaust?
It will exhaust her, but there's a problem with that. Is that the moment the up phase rolls back around, she will unexhaust and re-engage onto him but she won't attack. So eventually.
No, yeah, that could actually that'd probably be the better thing, so he doesn't take the 2 damage right now.
He will still take the 2 damage either way, though, because it's still attacking him now.
Ah, okay. Okay, I thought that's like okay, never mind. I misunderstood. Yeah, so that is the 2 damage. Damn, that's rough. Thankfully, that's still a lot of. You still have a decent amount of health, and we can hopefully get some recovery here.
Got some stuff to pull out for soaking, and he's finally got a weapon, so he should hopefully be good to go. The fire extinguisher is arguably one of the best weapons in the game. It's just so good. For what it does and how many hand slots it takes up. All right, moving on to the Mythos phase. A Doom goes on the agenda, and we begin our drawing of cards.
Corrosion.
I've got a monster. After it engages me, must either take 1 horror, which I kind of don't want to do right now. I'm in the danger zone if I do that.
Okay, so I have to discard an asset. Technically, I would discard up to 5 originally, but
up to a cost of 5. You only have 1 item asset. You just discard as many as you can up to that cost.
Yep. So
he is not an item asset.
Oh, it says item asset?
It says item assets.
Item assets. Okay, I thought it said asset. Just said assets. I missed that part.
It says discard item assets from play from your play area.
Not, so it gains corrosion. Or it gains surge.
Yep, so you've got a maniac on you, which is unfortunate. I gotta figure out if I want this thing to have +3 fight or if I want to take 1 horror. I think it's gonna have +3 fight. I'm just gonna put like a clue marker on it so I know that.
Take 1 damage and deal 1 damage.
Wait, let me put a resource icon on that so I know.
I'm just not getting to leave this area. That's just...
I feel your pain. I'm a little concerned because I don't have a way to deal with this.
I have a question. That's a very, very important question. Do I delve?
That is a really important question.
Yeah.
You clearly got another Doom on the agenda, unfortunately. It luckily will not advance.
Oh, and we're tough crowded again? Are you kidding me?
Tough crowd again, yeah.
Damn, cuh. That sucks.
I got it here.
Okay. I'm gonna have to try to evade my psychopath. I can give myself +1, make it, which is not ideal. And that's all I can do for myself because I don't have my my hiking boots.
Yeah. So what's our answer? Should we worry about delving right now, or do we have just enough enemies to not work?
Okay. Dark King and Ukulele. Do you know what delving is?
No.
Okay. So if you want to show that card real fast.
Okay. So yeah, I'll put it down here.
So this is a card called Delve Too Deep. What this does is that you can play this card for 1. We then each draw. Basically, we just do another Mythos phase where we each draw an encounter card, and then this card then goes to the victory display and gives us an extra experience. It is very good early on because it gives you extra experience, but it's also very dangerous.
Risky.
We currently have no experience, and none of the areas we are in have victory points on them. And so I'm a little bit concerned, because like not even I don't think even
the victory points are gonna all the victory points are gonna come off the bystanders. We probably need to clear a bystander to actually get victory points.
There's probably some monsters to give them too in here in the deck. We still have 17 cards left in the encounter deck. The question is, we had a really bad draw last round. We had a bunch of monsters on people who aren't really prepared to deal with them.
Here, I'll hold off on this one. We'll deal with some of the stuff we have. And when we have a little bit more of a clear turn, I'll play it.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah, I think we're okay for right now. Definitely should play it at some point, but probably not necessary right now.
Yeah. Because that's like literally the only thing I could do besides just try to fist fight a fucking maniac.
Fist fight a god. I mean, I think I'm gonna have to evade. The fighting's not happening because I didn't want to take the damage. So I gave it +3 fight this turn. Yeah, I guess if it's cool with you guys, I'm gonna go first and just try to evade this thing.
Okay.
I might actually have to just do evade and then try to double pull off Sebastian for now.
Okay, so I'm gonna commit my extra strain solution to this for +1, and then I'm gonna attempt the 4v3s. Does anyone else have feat they can give me? I'm currently attempting a 4v3.
Nope.
You need eat. No.
It's not good. The survivor doesn't have feat to commit. That's really bad. With 8 cards in your hand too.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I'm literally sitting on so many. I'm kidding. I'm holding most of my Uncaged the Souls in my hand right now, which is a freaking problem.
I could do another one, but it's gonna basically cost me drawing 4 cards. And I really don't want to do that.
It's a 3. That's a 3v3 basically, right? For you?
It's a 4v3 right now because I got +1 from committing strange solution.
Yeah, that's not a great point. It might be better to give up the card draw to be able to get rid of that and just move away from this.
I mean,
it's
a lot of cards. It's basically 4 actions with the cards for a single resource, and so I kind of don't want to do that. Unfortunately, that's the only thing that has any wilds on it. And the thing is, it's better to commit it to like a different test because it has more book icons than it does wild. Well, I guess we'll just give it a shot. Maybe we'll get lucky.
Luck be a lady tonight.
That's a success.
That's
-1.
Yeah.
It is evaded.
So that's it's.
Oh, we can leave that.
Oh, I grabbed your wait. How did I grab your resource?
It doesn't. It's not my resource. That resource token was on there to note it is +3 attack until the end of the investigator phase.
Okay, I was like, where the hell? I was like,
it will get discarded as soon as all of our turns are over. So that is tapped. I'm gonna then. I think I'm gonna go back into. Actually, I need to get.
Because you can't do Ishimaru because you don't have enough cards.
I need to living room. Spin an
now.
action to move. So that's 2 actions. That's not what I meant to do. Flip those. And then I'm going to spend my last resource and my last action to play Search for the Truth and draw 4 cards. Okay, that will help. I drew a lot of really important cards for my character. I just need to get resources now, which means I gotta get over to living room and start investigating there.
Okay, so what I want to do here, if it's all right, I want to try to do my evade on my maniac here, and then so I don't have to work. Or actually, I could just straight parlay with him. Then I don't.
Yeah,
have to worry
you can
about
just
that
straight
anyhow.
parlay with him. It's gonna take 2 actions to do it.
Oh yeah, because I can do 1 parlay off of that.
You do 1 parlay and then try to beat his ass once, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
That's really bad. It's 2v3 though. That may not be. May try to evade him instead.
That's what was my original intent was to do that. So I'm gonna spend 2 here to do the parlay. But before I do that,
it's a will test, right? Yeah, it's a will test.
Yeah, it's a will test, and that's a 3v6.
Yeah.
I'm also gonna drop guts on that.
Okay.
So I can try to get a +1 draw.
Yep, and it goes up to an 8. You're 8 versus the 3. So no auto fails. Skull, draw another one. -4 is still a success. You did not fail, so you don't take any horror. And you draw a card, because you're successful.
Yep. So, okay, wait. I clicked the wrong thing. I was trying to get rid of that there. So, there's that.
And you will then get your clue. We're up to 11 clues as a group. And we are 1 clue away from being able to get Sebastian Moreau flipped over.
Alright, so I'm going to do this, and I'm going to go for my evade. -2, that's a success.
Cool. He is evaded and exhausted at the location.
Perfect, he's just tilted already anyhow. because of...
Yep, that worked out. We do need, I think we need somebody to use an action to finish this off, because if we get unlucky, Doom's going to advance next turn, like during the Mythos phase. Of the
And Sebastian could turn into something.
He could get pulled as something. So we probably need to, I hate to say this, but I think Ukulele needs to spin 2 of his actions to parlay the last time and try to get it. And then if we need to commit stuff to help him get it. I can give you +1 on that too. So
Or actually, ooh, another. Okay, the other option we could do here, because this also cheats something. We could if Darking moved into courtyard, that takes off his first action, which is his failed one, his one that Quick Learner kicks his ass on.
Mm-hmm.
And then he could easily just do 2 to pull off Sebastian's.
Problem is, I need my fail.
Fair.
I need a fail.
I mean, you have so many goddamn cards right now, though, too.
You are actually at max hand size right now.
That's fine. I intend on spending them.
Well, yeah, and that's the point, is that we need to get Sebastian's off before we advance here.
Yeah.
So we have to get it off this turn. That's the only reason I'm making that suggestion. And Ukulele can do it, but yeah, Constance is going to be a pain in the ass here either way. And we're about to have Maniac also re-engage, so we're going to need to deal with
It'll engage
stuff.
at the end of the after it fights though. It'll engage in the upkeep phase, so it won't do any damage this turn. We probably need to evade Constance as well, unless you think you can do 5 damage this turn, Scott.
I can.
Oh,
I can do it in 1 action. Because of, I think I can.
you've got 2 from Fire Extinguisher. You'll need to do 3 more.
I have something else in mind.
Oh.
Okay.
Then I hate to ask you this, Darking, but can you sacrifice on what you're going to do to move in there and get that last clue?
But I'm not sure if
Yeah,
what I'm
I can
thinking
do
of
that.
will work the way that I'm thinking.
What are you thinking? What are you thinking? Let's talk about that first, so we can kind of.
Yeah. So here's what I think. I use toe-to-toe, which deals 1 damage, 2 damage.
So it becomes 3 damage from this one here. Or no, that's 2 damage, because that doesn't get to use your thing.
And it forces it to attack me.
Which is not an attack of opportunity. You'll take 2 damage.
Which is not an attack of opportunity.
So that means it will trigger. It should trigger your ability because it's not. It attacks you. It's not an attack of opportunity.
So I move that to Aquina, which will kill her, but it deals 2 damage to Constance, which is 4 damage, and then my reflect deals 5 damage, which kills it.
That sounds sound to me.
Okay, I wasn't sure if the reflect from Aquina, from her getting killed, still causes the damage, or if she just dies.
No, you resolve her
happening.
effects first, and then it kills her.
Okay, so yeah, she should die then. With
Yeah,
my
then
1 action.
yeah, I like that idea. She's gonna go to the victory display when she's done, which means she's no longer a problem ever. We will have to record that she's been
one
killed,
action. That's only 1 action set, isn't it?
That is only 1 action, actually. Yeah.
And wait, yeah. Then he can right afterwards go after Sebastian. Let's let him do that first.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Then Armored runs through first. Does that? That takes care of all 3 of his actions.
We need to boost his stuff.
Clue.
He's only 5. Sorry, he's only. Oh wait,
No, that's an auto success. Toe-to-toe's auto win.
It's gonna take 2 actions to do it. Because toe-to-toe is actually, hang on, toe-to-toe is 1, 2, and then 3. Yeah, 3 from yeah, you're right. Never mind. It is automatically a success. Yeah, you're right. That will kill her.
Yes.
Yeah, do that. That's awesome.
Alright, so I do that.
If you want to start clearing your cards off, I'll put her in the victory display for our 0 victory points. But she's fucking gone.
Aquina's dead.
Aren't you enjoying
Just drag her to your
yourself?
discard.
What?
Don't you just drag her to your discard? And
Yeah,
I'll just deal with all
the
that?
tokens I don't think
Oh,
get
does it?
auto discarded.
Well, they did. Anything I had on her just got auto discarded.
Oh, you're
Oh,
right. They did get removed. Okay, that's cool.
I don't remember that. Okay.
That's how I've been dealing with stuff that I've had over here. Whenever they get discarded, they just kill off all the tokens on them.
That's good to know. Okay, so my next action, I try to deal with Sebastian, right?
Yes,
Yep.
so it's both of your last remaining actions to attempt to parlay. I will commit Preposterous Sketches to give you +1. If anyone else can help him, we should do this. This is huge.
Alright, so
An extra
What
Peter
does he
here.
need?
Oop,
Because I already have him.
So he's currently at a, with those 2 boosts, he is at a 6v3. Any brains to help, if we can get it to +4, so even just +1 more brain, that makes it much more likely that he passes this test.
That's the head one, yeah.
Yeah, the head.
There you go.
All the Peters. All right. So you're gonna be at a 7v3.
unless you get an auto fail, that's a
It's a guaranteed success unless you draw an auto fail. Yeah.
fingers crossed, everyone.
Draw another one.
Oh,
going. Yep.
Oh,
Hey, all right.
beautiful.
+1. Let's go.
Very cool.
All right,
And because that was a success, the Maniac does not get Doom.
Yep, and the Sebastian Moreau... there actually are no... oh yeah, there is a Maniac on the field. But Sebastian Moreau, forced last code is removed from him. We flip his card over and resolve its text. The first show. You can tell Sebastian is a dramatic man from the way he speaks about tonight's production. Better than last year, indeed. The best I've ever seen. You ask him whether he was the first this was the first performance of King in Yellow he'd helped produce, and he shakes his head in vigorous disagreement. No, of course not. We've done many shows before. Paris, Florence, New York. New York? Why is it even the first time the play has been formed in Arkham? Surprised, you question him further. Well, alright, if you must know, I had nothing to do with the previous show in Arkham. It was several decades ago, before the Ward Theater was even built. In fact, part of Mr. Ingram's good goal tonight was to bring the story of the King in Yellow to a wider audience. Remember that you interviewed Sebastian. Flip this card back over to its bystander asset side. So we have interviewed Sebastian. He is not worth any victory points, unfortunately. Oh,
yeah, I added the line already.
He doesn't actually go in that section. He goes in the VIPs interviewed section.
Oh, where's that? Oh, over there.
Sebastian. Okay. I have spelled his name wrong, haven't I? I have spelled his name wrong.
Yeah, it's like Ian. I'm like, wait, what? I had to do the same thing.
Moreau, Moreau.
But it says interviewed Sebastian, so we can.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put that there, and I can put hopefully we interview more, so I'll put a comma there just in case we need more. Okay. Fantastic. All right, that is all of Ukulele's turns. That leaves the last actions for Stella Clark.
Where are all the victory points in this campaign?
I wonder if we're gonna get victory points based on the amount of clues that we get.
It's possible. All right, so I'm not needed to go and slurp up any more clues over there. So
yeah, you
might
as
well
well
stay here and try to slurp
slurping
these.
here. All right, first go is going to be 3v2.
And the 8 of 2 here. Yep, 3v2.
Yep.
Auto fail.
Auto fail.
Excellent, love that.
Get your so you can get your auto draw.
Yep.
Nice.
Let's see what we got here.
I'll be right back.
No worries.
Interesting. That's great. We go again now. Well, actually.
Oh, hang on. A VC.
Oh.
Is the game still running?
Yes.
Okay.
It looks like it is at least.
Nah, I'm not able to pull cards out of my hand.
Ooh, let me see if I can join.
Yes, it's connecting for you now.
Friends only.
Oh, there we go. Server timeout.
Ooh, that's unfortunate. Okay, let me see if I can repost it. It's gonna be really unfortunate if it is. We didn't get a good autosave there. And then I want to pull this one. Oh, actually, no. Okay, so I want to get. Is this the most recent autosave? 2:15 at 8:50. Okay, it's from 4 minutes ago.
Okay, that's not too big an issue then.
I have to reload it on top of me as I load this, but
yeah, I already am.
that was unfortunate. I don't know what happened there. We'll need to see. Okay, Sebastian's stuff is that already added? No, it did not. Okay, so we got the clue off Sebastian. It looks like we had already done. Yeah, so we have to type Sebastian Moreau there. We interviewed him. That's the only effect it has, and then you flip him back over.
Yep.
I've already done my stuff.
All right. It was literally just right before Darking's turn.
Yeah,
apparently.
that worked out really nicely.
Nice.
The only thing was that for some reason it hadn't flipped over. Oh, technically it was right before we told the stuff off of Sebastian. So right after we got rid of. Constance,
discard. By the way, discard your Peter Darking.
Yeah, once it's loaded, I will. But my cards haven't rendered yet.
Oh, odd that it put those back in our hands.
Yeah. I just happened to notice I had a face down card in my hand. I'm like, wait, what?
I didn't have a face down card. Mine was actually just straight up in my hand.
No, yeah. So Peter was in my hand, but face down. I'm like, why?
That is really strange.
Almost there, 85% rendered.
You're just taking a really long time to render. That's odd.
It's taking a minute.
And the weird thing is that your actions are already flipped over.
Yeah.
Oh, I did that already.
Oh, you did that already.
Okay.
Because we had a failed with an autofail. Okay, yeah. I don't know what caused that disconnect, though. That was really weird.
There we go. Only one card left.
Yeah, Arbor, you'll have to rejoin if you haven't already.
He's already here.
He's here. He's good.
Did you, like, kick the router or something on your way through?
No.
We didn't drop Discord, though,
so.
so it couldn't have been us.
Yeah.
It must have been the server end. That's weird.
Yeah, it probably was. Come
the
on,
stream
man.
didn't drop
1%.
either.
Let's go. Anyway, if I were to play this after my fail, would I still get all my fail bonuses?
Yes. Like, are you trying to commit Gumption to the next skill test?
Add to the previous one.
Well,
yeah, which I've already done.
You already
which I
done that,
understand.
so you have to commit to the new one.
On a conceptual level, if I were to throw that in there,
well, you wouldn't get your fail bonuses because the idea is you put that on something you're going to pass.
Oh no, not that card, not that card. Sorry, this card. This card. This is what we're talking.
No, you would not because
yes,
you retest.
you would, because after resolving all effects of the failed test.
Oh, sick. So I'm gonna do that. And
Cool.
then I'm going again with my same actions at a +1 now instead of a -1. Or I'm up by 1 rather right now.
Yeah, so you'll redo that test. And that's a success at a 4v
Nice.
at a with no sorry, a 3v2.
Yep. And now for my third trick, we're gonna go again with a 1-up on it.
All right, 2v1. -4.
That's unlucky.
You take 1 horror.
That's very unlucky.
You could have used that other card you
I
revealed
understand
earlier.
that. I understand that.
Like with that, and that would have given you a -2 on that, and still made you succeed it.
Yeah, so the thing is, remember as well that if you reduce a test to a 0, like it's your testing whatever your thing is versus 0, only the auto fail can fail you because you can't actually go below 0 in your stats. So that's something to keep in mind for next. So he's a 2 anyway, so if you were to play Gumption on any of your tests, you would get unless you draw an auto fail, you are guaranteed to pass because he's only testing 2.
Great.
That being said, though, it is now the enemy phase. All the enemies are exhausted, though, so there'll be no damage being done. Upkeep phase, they will all ready up.
Maniac is going to be forced engaging someone.
He will engage.
The thing is, he does have forced on him, so
yeah. So whoever takes him is going to take 1 damage and 1 horror. Or sorry, take 1 damage and deal 1 damage back to him, which will still be down to 2 HP left.
And I probably shouldn't because that will put me down to
you're already in the danger
health.
zone. Ukulele's taking a lot of damage too. I have 5 hit points left.
My upkeep button isn't working.
That's weird. I can press it for you.
Am I able to... Okay, I can mess with my cards.
That's weird.
I don't know. Yeah. Thank you.
What's its fight? 3?
Oh, wait.
You get 6v3 is pretty likely. I'll take it. I can take the damage.
What are we talking about?
So Maniac
who's the
engages
Maniac
on somebody.
Yeah, Maniac has to engage somebody. When Maniac engages, it does forcibly do 1 damage to them.
Yeah, I have only taken 1 damage, so I can take another one to put me down to 4, which is not ideal, but it's better than you guys because you're already down to that level. Like you're already at 4, and Zano's down to 3.
Yeah.
Okay. So I can take this. I'm in the same area as you. It will take a point of damage, and I will take a damage. I'm not betting on Milan. And then you can attack it once during your turn to deal with it, and you'll just go before I do.
Sounds good.
All right, Mythos phase. A Doom goes, and before you draw a card, Jinda advances. And instead of doing that, we draw a random card from the Sickening Realities. Ishimaru Haruko. So her clues go onto her location?
Well, let's read her backside for it. So, anyone who was at our location would take in 1 horror. Remove each clue from her to her location. Yes. Flip this card to its enemy side and switch it with its bystander asset version. Removing that version. Yep.
A nearby guest asks Haruko if she designed the dress she's wearing, and she nods and poses for him. As if part of her effort to appear taller, her spine grows and extends upward, separating her torso from the bottom half of her body. Instead of crying out in pain, she smiles at the attention she receives. Wow, she is terrifying. Good lord. Alright, she's a 6'3" with 4 health. She is Hunter. After you deal damage to her by an effect other than an attack, draw the top card of the encounter deck.
Ooh, that's kind of a...
Ooh. And she does... Ooh, I have to be careful about being around her because of her whore damage she does.
Yeah, she does...
I will because that would cause... Ooh... Shoot, that's really bad for both me and Armored. Because if we don't hit her with the attacks, we force encounters.
Yeah.
Man, her fight's super high.
Is really high. We may have to just try to get somebody in there to evade her. She doesn't move this turn because she'll move during the enemy phase and engage with somebody. She is nasty though.
If she attacks me, I can use my ability to force disengage her.
That is true, and it will exhaust her for that round at least.
Yeah.
Because she won't ready up until Well, it's still gonna do you damage though. Actually, she'll immediately re-ready. Oh, she'll immediately re-ready up and then re-engage onto you.
Ishimaru deals 1 damage, so I can't fuck. This chick's kind of problematic.
All I know is I'm getting as far away from her as I possibly can by going to the living room.
Yeah, if you don't pull everything off living room, I literally just got my right of seeking finally, so I can act. Sure, it's not the spell I need.
I can get living room. You could.
We still can't fight anything though. That's a problem.
Yeah, I would say once Ishimaru moves into the central area, as she's going to do next turn. Oh, the psychopath is still up there too. God, we gotta find some way to get you guys to draw some cards.
I have a way that I'm going to be going about it. That I can tell you.
I can, luckily enough, I will have a bunch of boosts to get myself into actually investigating, because I finally drew Magnifying Glass, and the upgraded version is free. And it's fast, so it costs me no actions to play, and it costs me no resources. And if there are no clues in my location, I can pull it back in my inventory and be able to use it.
Wait, you're at the same location as me, right?
I am, yes. If you need resources to play something, I have
I'm
three
gonna need 3
uses that can be used to play. It can only use to play an item.
I'm gonna need it for 3 for an item that will let me draw for spells.
Perfect.
I got my heirloom.
Well then,
and I'm gonna play a spell to get down right of seeking through uncage, so that I don't touch any of my resources for that.
Perfect. Then.
Or actually, no, it still will take 1.
Well,
but
let's deal with the Mythos phase first. This is reset, and then we each have to draw our encounter cards now.
Fine dining.
Test 3 will, if you fail, move to the nearest lunatic enemy. The nearest enemy readies and moves the location at a time until it reaches your location, engages you, and makes an immediate attack, which is the one that is currently on me. So I need to pass a will test of 3 with only 3 will.
Hey, guess what?
I have nothing I can.
Wait, does it have peril in it or no?
This is not a peril now.
Sweet. I have an extra.
Oh, sick. +2. That'll be 5 versus 3. I'll take that test. That sounds okay. -1. Success. Fuck you, Dance of the Yellow King.
I'm like, I have an extra at the moment. So yeah, fine dining. Because I have to place one clue on a bystander asset in play, or take 1 horror and 1 damage. Being I have nothing here, I'm going to take my 1 clue.
Nobody drew Tough Crowd, right? Ukulele, what did you draw?
I can't interact with the.
I don't know why.
Ancient Evil, because lovely.
Maybe try disconnecting and reconnecting.
Sure.
Discard that. This is also gone.
And then they have Maniac. I can drop this on. I can just drop my clue right back into Sebastian.
Yours is a peril. I can't debate with you on what she should do.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to think what's going to be our best option here. Because Stella has a Maniac that they have to deal with. Stella, did you take your Darken? Did you take your 1 damage from it? And do 1 damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Takes a damage as well.
Sebastian, we can easily just cheat through. That's not a big thing. And technically, I don't think there's anything to really worry about it. I am just going to go redo that one.
Yeah, it's just a single test. I think it's not a bad idea. The other option, since we've already done it, was to put it on Jordan Perry.
Yeah, that I was considering Jordan Perry, but because of the Maniac,
know that Ishimaru is going to move. Ishimaru Haruko is going to move in here during this turn.
Yeah, that's why I can just Hoover right off of Sebastian immediately. That's the beauty of the setup. Is I can do that, and then
does your stuff work now, Ukulele?
I'm able to flip things. I'm not sure if the
just press just draw an encounter card. We can always put it back and shuffle the deck. Is color orange? Click it again. There we go.
Okay, it's working.
Huh.
Okay.
I had to click it twice.
Yeah, I think it hadn't selected your color for some reason, and then it selected your color, and then when you clicked it again, it worked because it said in the chat box in the bottom left you are now orange.
Okay.
Okay, cool. I think we should be good to go. That should move us in the investigator phase. I need someone to kill this maniac on me, so I can get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, which was what
left.
Armored. I think Armored Zone can take care of that.
You can do it in one action.
I'm gonna Hoover off of Sebastian right again immediately because I can do that easily. But can I get myself set up here initially so that I can get my card draw on that moving? Before we have any movements.
Yeah, that might be good because prepping for Haruko is probably good. If you want to do that, yeah, you can spend. You want to spend 3 resources on an item?
Yeah. So that's what I was gonna do. Is I need to use 3, so I can go ahead and play down this. Which one is this one?
Yeah, then you'll do that, and that will then.
That goes into my necklace.
Actually,
slot.
Sorry, this doesn't actually discard.
So, yeah,
wait,
because that's.
Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. It does discard.
After I play a spell as a reaction, I draw 1 card. So, I'm going to event for Uncaged Soul. Does this events use your action, right?
Yeah, because you're playing a card. So, you use an action to play that.
Yep,
and it will then reduce the cost by 3.
Yeah, so I play with that. So I can now use 1 resource. My resource counter is fucked up, by the way.
Same.
That's
it's like showing like
two
I have numbers on top of each other.
Yeah,
that's
I have
weird.
2 numbers.
I only see the 1.
I only see the 1.
Yeah, so I'm going to put my Rite of Seeking over here at the cost of 1 resource. If you change it, it works fine for me. If I change it, it doesn't.
I will just try to do that for everyone while we
do
this. I'm basically gonna blow. I'm basically for the next scenario, I'm just gonna have a fresh save, and we'll just obviously I'll have to re-import our decks anyway, and I'll just copy everything over from the end of the scenario.
Yeah, so
it appears to be kind of fucked.
Yeah, because I played Rite of Seeking, I get to draw a card because that was a spell. So that gave me me something right back there. And now I can go ahead and then use my last action to parlay here.
6 versus 3. -4. You will take a horror.
Fuck. Yep. That sucks. And we don't have any. Wait,
Maniac is on
can.
Me. You could.
Guess what? I could do 1 damage to your Maniac.
Cool. Maniac only has to take 1 more damage. It's not gonna be super efficient for Scott to do this now, but that's not a problem.
I can't increase my horror counter, motherfucker.
I don't know why your counters are now broken. This makes no sense, but we just gotta get through this scenario, and then yeah, when we start feeling like we're having some big problems or we're about to die, remember that we can just the 4 year you can spend an action to resign, and it then moves all of your clues to you then move all your clues to the act card. So if we feel like you're about to die, get out of there, get to the 4 year, resign, and we'll go from there.
All right. So I failed to Hoover, but out of sheer bad luck. But all right.
Yeah, well, that happens. All right.
So ukulele should probably take on next to free up Gravian.
Yeah, and you can always use an action to try to parlay as well and try to get that last clue back off of Sebastian.
Okay, so I'm going to commit resourceful to this attack,
Nice.
and I'm gonna try to attack. That's 4.
It is a
So-
3 fight, so 6 of his stat is going to be a failure. I'm going to take 2 damage.
Wait. 4, 5, 6. And what is he at?
Oh, actually, hang on. So you're at 6, 7 because you have +1 from resourceful, and he is. So that is actually a success. Never mind.
Okay.
I missed the 1 on resourceful because you committed that.
All right, and that kills it.
That
so...
will kill him. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't use the discard button now either. God damn it! That busted everything.
So if you're having problems with the buttons, aside from like the counters, disconnect and reconnect.
Choose.
So I just go main menu and then
Yeah, main menu and then reconnect to this game.
Because yeah, it gave me an error as I was connecting initially. So
Yeah.
I can't actually get my. I'm trying to get a Quina back because of the resourceful card,
Gotcha.
but I can't. Click it.
Oh yeah, not any resourceful. Yeah. It should be right here. It's in your hand, right?
Yeah.
Is that right? Is that the right way?
Let me flip
Oh,
it. Okay, now it's working. Okay, so that was 1 action. He's dead. What is my resources currently? Because I
4.
can't.
You
tell.
currently have 4 resources.
Okay, I'm gonna use my 4 resources to get a Quina back onto the field.
All right.
So that's 2 actions, and I cannot parlay anymore, right? 'Cause it's-
No, yeah, you
Or
could parlay. There's 1 more here. You can still parlay, and it only costs 1 right now.
Oh, it costs 1. Okay.
Yeah, 'cause we don't have that.
Yeah,
we managed to not draw that card that is making it cost 2 actions.
Nice. Okay. Okay, I can't. Wait. Can I
It just
interact
worked.
with
You
it?
had a card. You had 1 already. Yeah, +1. That's a success.
All right.
Enjoy your clue.
Nice.
technically flips and then flips again.
Yeah, but it's fine.
We've
We've already
wait.
put it. We've already put it there. Or I didn't
Why is-
finish typing it. Maybe
it was there, but then it got deleted.
that's very strange. I probably had it there and didn't realize it and accidentally hit some keys to delete it. All right. Would you like to go next, or shall I? Darking.
Go ahead and go.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out
then
some
I'm
ordering.
gonna spin an action. Actually, for free, I'm gonna play Magnifying Glass. I'm then going to spin an action to move. My first action. I don't have enough to play this, unfortunately. That would be really useful right now, but I hate to say it. I'm glad I set you up, Zano, but I kind of needed one of those resources.
I am sorry on that one.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna then spend my next action to investigate this location. It's a Shroud of 3. I'm currently at 5, 6 with Magnifying Glass. I'm gonna commit deduction to that and make me an 8 versus 3. And if I succeed by 2 or more, I'll get 4 clues. Oops. Sorry. -1, that's a success. 7 versus 3, I succeeded by 4, so that will give me 2 clues from this, 1 from the regular one, and 1 from my ability, meaning I hoover up 4 clues off the location. Which I believe is all of the clues.
We had 5 there.
Oh, there's still 1 left. Okay, cool. And I should still have 1 action left, I want to say. Yes, I have 1 action left. So I'm just going to do a... Oop, don't disconnect this. And then we will flip that. And I'll use my last action... to investigate as well. We'll just do a 7... Or sorry, a 6 versus 3. 0 is a success. I'll get the last clue. And then as a fast action for discovering the last clue, I'm going to play Crack the Case. When I discover the last clue, I can play this. I investigate the location, gain X resources. X is the total shroud, so I'm going to gain 3 resources. And that's all my turn. I'm feeling pretty good. I used 2 action to hoover up 5 clues. And that's gonna exhaust my lucky secret case to also draw a card for succeeding by 2 or more. And I drew my fucking weakness again. Fuck me.
God damn.
I've drawn every weakness in my deck multiple times now. This feels real bad. All right. It is your turn, Darking. My turn is finished.
The question is to fight or not to fight.
Yeah, you need to take 3 damage to die. It is much harder for you to fight than it is for you to just evade it.
Yeah.
He has
because you get evade and then parlay. You can try going for evade, and then
parlays are only one
parlay.
action now, so you could evade him, and then you still have 3 actions to parlay. Or you could, if you really are worried about your evasions, you could parlay with him 2 times or 3 times, get your failure there, and then evade him on the last one where he's super easy to evade, even though he's only one right now. Because it'll be a guaranteed evade outside of auto fail if you do it on your 3rd or 4th action.
Yeah, I think that's what's gonna have to happen.
Probably do it 3rd and then use your 4th to move.
Yeah, can't use any cards. He's engaged.
If you want to do the parlay, I can commit a +1 to you. I can commit +2 book to you on the parlay.
I'm not worried about it right now. We'll just go for it on the parlay, as is.
You can...
That's a success.
Well, that's not what I was looking for, but all right.
Actually, nope. I take it back. No, it's not. You're at -1.
Nice. That's what we're looking for. I'm at hand size, so I can't draw another card. Yeah.
You can draw cards. You can be above it. You just discard down to 8 during the.
Oh, okay, great. I'll take my option, see what I get.
Yeah, you've got all turn to spend those cards on things.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, then you can usually gumption things, gumption this one to make it free to guarantee it.
Yeah, or almost guarantee, but mostly guarantee.
And if I gumption the 3rd one, I could guarantee it.
No, gumption's -2 difficulty. It's only a 2 test.
Is it?
And
so
you're at
you're
+/-0 right now, so you're at baseline.
Yeah, so I might as well chuck it to guarantee.
Cool. So as long as you don't draw auto fail, guaranteed success. -2, so that's a success. That will give you that clue. He's got 1 more clue on him. You've got 2 actions left.
I mean, we might as well go for it.
Yeah, I agree. Because even if you don't get out of this room, you evade him on the last one.
We're not going to take any damage.
He'll
at that
take
point,
1 when it re-engages on him, but it'll also take a damage, and then he still has 6 HP left right now.
I'm doing fine.
Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah, we'll go for it. Why not?
You draw the card. You drew the card off of Rabbit's Foot, right?
I did.
Cool. I'll just exhaust it for you.
All right, let's go for it.
All right. Skull, draw another.
-2.
You're at. I think it's a failure, right?
So that was a book. So his book is normally 2. This was
the book is 3.
Wait, your book is 3?
With the +1 from the.
Hang on, I admit to. If you want to redraw that token, I admit to commit +2 to this to make sure it passes, because I'd already said that I would.
Okay.
So we can get that last one. So you want to just redraw that token, and we'll see what we get. So you're at 4. So draw another. Auto fail.
Auto fail.
Love to see it.
That's what I get for committing my cards. All right, you got 1 action left. This guy's currently in evasion of 0.
I mean, we evade then, I guess.
4v0.
Let's see. Is there actually anything I can?
Yeah, literally, unless you draw auto fail, you auto evade him.
Yeah.
Right. Need to get some stuff out of my hand.
Are there things you get for passing that you would like? If you have not guts, obviously, but
I ain't got nothing useful. We're just going for it.
All right, and he's exhausted at your location.
Great.
All right, that is everybody. Enemy phase. Ishimar Haruko moves towards the nearest investigators and will engage on whoever wants her.
It's not really a great engagement for either one of us.
Yeah, That's really not good.
Well, technically, with the way that you're set up, you might be able to deal with it better because Aquina can just completely negates both of them, like both types of damage.
She only has 1 health. Oh yeah, because she would. Yeah, you could put an extra horror on her. She will negate the actual damage she does to you. It's probably going on the fighter here. I don't think we put this on Agnes because Agnes will die.
Yeah, I will die real freaking fast at this point.
And then she will then swing. For 1 health and 1 horror. Or on her, that will negate the damage. She'll take 1 damage back. And then she still does a horror. You'll still take the horror damage. So you can put that on yourself or put that on her. Alright, her turn is done. She exhausts herself.
Except there's a problem from that. Ishimaru, whenever is dealt damage other than attack, draw the top card of the encounter deck.
Anything other than attack, yeah, so draw a card from the encounter deck.
Fuck you.
Well, we just draw the man in the pallid mask again.
He's in my discard.
Oh, he is in your discards. We'll search your discard then, and we'll draw the man in the pallid mask. And he will then spawn at the farthest location away from us, which, everywhere is 1, so he's gonna go right fucking here. I will deal with him next turn.
Here's my question. Because those were 2 separate instances of dealing damage, because Daniela's response to the attack also would deal damage, right?
I used the evade one.
He used the evade.
No, so he used the evade on that, but Aquina still deals damage.
Why would you use the evade instead of? I guess you should try to avoid not doing it.
I don't want to deal more damage to her. And
yeah, because
she'll be exhausted here then.
Yeah, because otherwise both of those instances would do 1 damages, which would be 2 cards off the encounter deck.
Yeah. I'll draw him. Shuffle the bear's deck. We don't need to shuffle your. Oh, it says shuffle the bear's deck. So shuffle your deck anyway, because it's just the card says to shuffle your deck.
Shuffle my deck?
No,
Yay,
Zano's, because Zano is the one with the man with the pallid mask in his deck right now. All right, and then we move into upkeep phase. The Maniac readies up and engages back onto Stella. If your upkeep button is not working, please let me know.
Mine does work now, thankfully.
Ukulele, is yours working?
Nope. Can you do it for me, please?
That's so weird. That's not working.
Dude, that disconnect just went bust everything.
Yeah.
So if I'm on my max hand size, do I actually get a card here?
You do, but part of the upkeep phase is you draw your card and then you discard down to 8 cards if you have more than 8.
Okay, great.
So choose the one you want to discard. No, I need to deal with the mana. I was gonna say I have this if we need it. I will obviously need to get some boosts to help because I fight with my book using this, but I can do up to 4 damage to her.
Here's the good news: is I can move into dining room and I can start hoovering those clues instead.
Yeah, I mean I'm gonna go down to 4 here and deal with Man in the Pallid Mask because it's basically a Shroud 4 versus my 6, which is pretty easy to do. In fact, I should have enough to play Flashlight as well, and so there'll be a Shroud 2. Which, hopefully, I won't fail due to my Rex's Curse.
Yeah, because I have Rite of Seeking, and if needed, I have Drawn to Flame. But Drawn to Flame is kind of risky at the moment, too.
Yeah, I mean, I just do Rite of Seeking. Drawn to Flame is still a very good card.
Oh, yeah, I know. It's just like, this deck has just been fucking kicking out nasty shit after nasty shit right now.
We need to get your actual damage spells on the field.
Right. That's what I'm going to do, Rite of Seeking, because I just got Guts. Right. So I can do a check off of that.
On the agenda, and we each draw our encounter cards.
Oh wait, we can get rid of this resource on it, because it's not +3.
The agenda advances, because I just drew Ancient Evils.
I still can't do my encounter stuff, so you gotta do it for me.
Oops, sorry, that's dumb. Ooze and... So it's +1 shroud. That sucks for me. But
You're
it's
kidding me. This is shitty in its own way. We got roach swarmed again on this fucking area.
That's so bad.
I have not left courtyard this entire time.
She re-engages because of upkeep. Draw a sickening reality card. Hey, our good buddy Sebastian. He has retaliate, by the way. His attacks cannot be canceled. He hits very hard.
Oh my god.
Let's read his thing. Each investigator at his location takes 1 horror.
Hey, guess what? Ooh. So I'm taking 1 horror. Actually, you know what? Screw this. For this turn... Wait, do we want to put damage on one of these things? Because I cannot put it on Ishimaru. Ishimaru will fuck us.
Yeah, you have to... If you're going to put it on something, it has to go on to Sebastian, I think.
No, I can put it on my Roach Swarm to get rid of my Roach Swarm, which is also a still 5 combat in this area.
How will it kill your Roach Swarm?
It won't kill it, but it'll do some damage against it.
That is true. You could do that. And then we flip it to... Yeah, and so we flip it to that. It is a hunter, it has retaliate, and it engages with somebody. He does 2 health and 2 horror, and his attacks cannot be canceled. Which...
Ugh, fuck.
It doesn't look like when it cancels anything, it just does the damage. It just does the damage back to him, so she's still fine, but the horror is gonna be nasty. It will literally just kill her, and you'll still take a horror as well, if it fights you. But it has to go on one of you, because it's in the same area.
Yeah, if it goes on me, I will die very fast.
You do?
That will, yeah. Because I'm at 3 health.
Alright, put it on me then.
Alright. And Sebastian engages on you.
Yeah, and let me ask this. I can put I have to put 1 damage out either way, right?
Yeah.
By the way, can you increase my horror? Because I cannot increase my own horror.
Yes. Were you not
I can't even see my own horror.
Don't put that on. Put that on Sylvester.
No, but if I do that, I don't get to kick out of damage. Do we want to put a damage on Sebastian so that he's at 4 damage already, or he only has 4 health left?
Because you could kill him in 2 hits as long as you don't miss.
Right.
Exactly. And if I do, I can set him up to be killed in 2 hits, and then we don't have to worry about that bullshit.
Sure. Let's do that.
That's the whole reason why I was suggesting that instead.
Yeah, well, you can do that. You're at half horror, but we should hopefully be okay.
If it's bad enough, I can foyer reject myself.
How are things looking with the old soothing melodies there, ukulele? Any hope?
I have Hallowed Mirror in my hand.
And your deck is still full of cards, unfortunately. We have to just get enough enemies off of you that you can play it.
Yeah.
All right. That is... We have encounter cards now, I believe. We have not drawn encounter cards, right? No, we did. That was what advanced the thing.
Yep. Because that's what I have Roach Swarm in that too, and...
Investigator phase. If it's cool with you guys, I'm going to deal with the Man of Pallid Mask unless someone is desperate to do something else.
Go for it.
Nope, I'm trying to think what I even need to do.
I'm going to play spin 2 to play Flashlight. I'm going... Oh, actually, can I even use this to try to investigate him? No, I'm not going to do that yet. I was thinking I could combine them together, but I'm not going to do that. That's not going to work like I thought it was going to. Yeah, I'm just gonna move in. Spin one to move in here. I'm then gonna spin an action to investigate him. At +2 shrouds, we shroud of 4 versus my 6 because I'm investigating. I'm gonna commit. We'll just try this. We'll try the 6v4. -1 will be a success. I have to then return that to the bag and draw a new one. -3 will be a failure. That will level this back into my deck. Oop, bit of lag there. And then I'll use my last action to try that again at a 6v4. -1 is a success. The Man in the Pallid Mask is defeated. And we add another counter to our times having defeated him. I succeeded by 2 or more. No, I did not. I did not succeed by 2 or more. Yeah, because he was a 4 versus my 6. Yeah, so I did not. Okay. And that is all of my actions.
Okay.
So I'm trying to think of how I can best take my set of actions here, even. Because I don't want to just dump another fucking roach swarm in this area, right? That would be kind of fucked up. So my thought process right here is do something risky, but oh no, that's still a bad option because I just realized Psychopath is over there still.
Yeah, you can't really go there because Psychopath is there. You could, if you could get to Ashley, you can start working on her. She's going to take the longest to deal with because she's going to take a grand total of 8 actions to get those 4 clues. Honestly, her turning into a villain is, I think, ideal because we can just get her clues off the thing.
Oh, yeah, we still need to be able to get, like, because we have kind of lost out on so many,
interviews, or...
Yeah. We've lost a lot of interviews.
We've lost 2 of them. Both those are kind of tough for us. I mean, the thing is, too, I imagine, because the whole point is to get as many clues. We have 19 clues right now. We are actually doing pretty good on clues. We need to... I think the first priority, though, is dealing with the stuff that is on Ukulele. Like, these things have to die. Sebastian dies this turn, unless we have some problems. If it comes out of it, I can commit a +1 to you with I've got a plan. Or I could save that to try to do with Ishimaru, but I'm gonna need to even get plus books to deal with her. With 4 damage onto that. And that'll be next turn I can do that anyway. But we have to deal with Sebastian for sure.
Yep.
Because he hits very hard and will kill Ukulele in 2 attacks.
Do we want to resolve me first, then?
I vote we do. I think we redo that so we can at least see where we're standing. Because if we can get a 3rd attack into Ishimaru, all the better.
I can't fight her though. I don't have any.
Well, no. So it's only gonna take 2 attacks to kill Sebastian, even if he just does the fire extinguisher.
Yeah.
Yep.
Barring anything really bad. In fact, the first one So I guess the question is, do we want me to save I've Got a Plan for next turn? Or do you want me to commit this to try to help you boost? So basically, it lets me fight using my book, which my book is currently 5. So I would need to commit some things to give myself pluses to book. But I can then because I have 9 clues on me, I will do +3 damage to that attack. So I'll do 4 damage to my attack if I can use it to fight her. She's a 6 fight though is the problem. So I will need to get some book. I can give myself +2, so I would be 7 versus 6 on book.
I can commit 1 book. That's all I have.
Well, it would. So okay, so that would give me 8 versus 6. I may draw some next turn. Sorry, what?
I can give you some book.
Cool. Then we'll save that for next turn. Then, as I can get 4 damage onto her. So I guess for now, let's just deal with Sebastian and see how much damage we can get onto Ishimaru. If we can get 1 more damage onto Ishimaru Haruko, I can kill her next turn.
All right. So I'm going to do my first attack against Sebastian then.
All right. -1 is a success. 6 versus 3. He'll take 2 damage from fire extinguisher.
Yep. Alrighty.
Do we want to commit anything to this to give you a +1? Does anyone have like a +1 fist they can give, just to make this more likely? Perfect. Okay, that's a set. That'll be 7 versus 3. So as long as you don't draw an auto fail, we should be good. -1. That's a success. He is dead. I'm gonna go ahead and put him in the victory display. Oh, that's perfect. Great. You grab those tokens. If you want to just get rid of those.
Yeah, I was actually just put. They did not go where I wanted them to.
Yeah, that remove tokens thing is actually, I think it's actually a button, not actually something you can drop. Okay, that then gives you 1 more action to attack her, and as long as you attack her and do damage that way.
Yeah, it's a 6v6.
Do we want to commit things here? We need to get 1 more damage onto her for me to kill her.
Okay.
I have nothing I can commit for that.
I can commit 1 fist, which probably isn't enough.
Do you have it, Darking? Do you have any other fists?
Yeah, I can throw in a resourceful. Yeah, it's fine. Just go ahead and take it.
So that would be 8 versus 6, which is not 100%, but it's still much better than 6v6.
All right, let's hope for the best.
Click it again. It's just not working randomly. Skull.
There. Skull.
Minus
Minus
3
3
is going to be a failure.
And that's a doom.
And a doom will go on her.
Okay.
Oh, you already got
I
it.
already put one, yeah.
Okay. That is all of your actions. Okay, so we'll need to get 1 damage on Ishamar Haruko.
So here's the whole thing. Here's what I was kind of bringing up before, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Roach Swarm. This is the worst room to deal with Roach Swarm in.
It is, for sure. The best room to deal with it in is actually the one that is actually the gallery up there.
Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking I probably need to tank a hit from her, from the Roach Swarm somewhere.
You mean kill Sylvester?
Yeah, I can do that, yeah.
Because I think that's probably the best option you have. I hate to say,
that puts both. Because I've already had to discard my other Sylvester. That's the other side.
Yeah.
I don't have another one to back up with.
I don't know if you have Resourceful in your deck or not. I actually don't remember. I'm going to double check your
Which
deck.
is the recover. That's the recovery for Horror.
So basically, Resourceful lets you pull, or maybe it's Scavenging lets you pull. You commit to a test and you succeed. It lets you pull a survival,
I don't think so.
Survivor card out, and you do not have it in your deck now.
So yeah, so I won't have anything to retank later. That's the only reason I've been trying to hold off on that one. I've been trying to use my damage to deal with problematic enemies.
So I'll put you at 2.
No,
I'm trying to think if there's anything that we could possibly draw that kills you if you need to take 2 damage.
Yeah, I could, because if I can move that off from there, then it's still gonna fight me. That's the biggest problem. Is it's gonna still fight me that next turn.
So literally, so if you move, it's going to do a damage to you. Then and unless you evade it or it dies, it's then going to do another damage to you. So you're going to be at 1 hit point.
Yeah. So what I was thinking I'd probably do is either moving to gallery or foyer for now, and then evading it in that area.
The evasion doesn't change. It's still going to be a 3 versus your 4.
Right.
Or a 3 versus 3 if you kill Sylvester.
Right. I was thinking about taking the hit and then trying to evade it to get it off of me for now. Because but putting it into a room where its fight is much easier to beat.
Yeah, the problem is that...
Because I don't have any of I only have stuff for getting clues right now. I don't actually have any of my combat stuff.
Yeah, which is not ideal.
And I'm not drawing spells, which is the worst problem.
Yeah, because I know that next turn I'm moving up into Courtyard to help deal with Ishamar Haruko.
Yeah, and I can technically dump Roach Swarm here, but I do not want to dump that here. We need to get it out of this and stop having Roach Swarms in the worst room.
Is it better to dump it at Gallery? It'll be a 1 there.
Yeah, but thing is, if I head up there,
you have another enemy on you, though. Crap.
Darking has double enemies, and that can easily get me really bad. That's why I'm just going. We are in a kind of a bad situation.
We are.
I don't know even if my best bet would be to try to evade this thing and drop off to foyer and resign.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Like, if you fail the evasion in the foyer, you just resign.
Yeah.
The downside is that if you do evade it, you have to pick it back up because we don't kill what's her name next turn if I have to take that. You'll have more chances. Admittedly, if you don't have to resign, you will have chances to. You'll have 2 actions to evade, and if you fail those next turn, even if it is back on you won't take any damage from it, and so you can just use that last action to resign then when it's in an area with nobody's at.
Yeah, so that's something about moving down to foyer. I can, because it also doesn't have retaliate.
It does not.
It doesn't have anything that's would make it a problem. I can always go there. I can re-evade it each turn to start, or try to go for an evade on it at the beginning of each turn, if I have to.
Yeah, I think you can do that. And if you fail the evade, and it just doesn't work out, then you use your last action to resign.
Yeah, because that's unfortunate. I think is unfortunately the best bet, because I can't get, I'm not getting my offense, so I can't be a help
Yeah.
to fight anything. And the place I need to go has a young psychopath on it, which is
yeah, and you need
fucking
stuff to
deadly to
kill
me. Because I don't have any recovery. Ukulele needs to use the recovery for himself more right now because of the stuff he's dealing with. So it's not in a good place.
Oh, there's one there. Where's the other one?
Other what?
So I'm looking in your deck. I only see one copy of Shriveling. Have you already used a copy of Shriveling?
What you say? I'm trying to remember how to.
Oh no, it says there's 2 in here.
How do you?
Oh, there it is. Okay, I found it. Never mind. They're both in there. We're good. I just didn't see one. Yeah. I won't say anything based on where they're at, but I think our plan of action is probably still the same regardless.
So yeah, I'm going to spend it to tank my hit to go south.
Okay. You'll take a damage.
Yeah, I can't change my.
I got you.
Okay. So we're gonna do this. I'm going to have to try to do my evade. Come on. It's not letting me click my chaos tokens now.
That's so weird. I got you. -2.
That's -2.
Is a fail.
That would be. Yep, and I don't have anything I can do that, so I have to resign here or I die.
All right. It drops off you and engages onto me. Use the last action to resign. Oh, it goes. Your character token gets flipped over here.
Okay.
All right, you've resigned. Your token, your clues go on to the act deck. Which actually, because it counts them here, we will just simply we'll leave them on you. That way, the counter stays the same. But yeah, that's one down. This is probably where we death spiral. So we'll get as much as we can and get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, because if that doom counter goes up any further, this is going to be really nasty. Because the only other thing I could have technically have done was gone down there, delved, and then dropped out, so we got the extra victory. But no, that would be bad right now with the way this stuff is set.
Yeah, I'll have to deal with Roach. It's only going to do 1 damage. It's fine. I have plenty of health left. I can soak that.
Yeah, I wasn't getting anything to.
Darking, it is your turn.
To help.
Yeah.
I think for the sake of trying to get as much victory points as possible, we need to you need to get the parlay off on Jordan Peterson or Jordan Perry.
Yeah.
I mean, Jordan Perry.
Jordan Peterson.
So the play here is
talk
going
to
to
Jordan
be
Peterson and tell him he's a fucking cunt.
the play here is going to be we're searching, depending on the outcome. I'm disengaging, moving, or I'm disengaging, moving, and tanking 1 hit.
Yeah, because I think you tanked the maniac.
Yes, that's correct.
I think you're right, and I think you move probably living room.
Yeah, I would go through living room in case you get in case you get roaches,
so you don't get come totally fucked there.
Right.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think we need to save the. We need to get the search as one of the last ones, so it becomes an almost guaranteed test. And if it comes down to it, I can commit up to +2 to you.
Okay. So we can do the search last. So I've got to evade first the psychopath.
Yep. Currently a 4 versus 3. I have no feat I can give you.
Well, it's 4v4.
Oh, 4v4, you're right. It is +1.
I have 1 that I can commit to it. Or if I want to guarantee getaway, I can chuck three wilds.
Trying to think. If you fail here, you get a +1 action. So basically, like you did nothing. You can then try to evade again at a -0. And then if you evade on that one, you then have parlay and move.
I'm taking damage though on those failed evade, though, aren't I?
That's true, but you still need you won't have enough. I think you have to take a damage regardless because I don't think you have actions.
Yeah, no matter what, I'll have to take 1.
Yeah, so I think you just go for it. I would say go for it normally. It was a 4v4, and then commit stuff to the next one because it's like the one that actually matters. Because basically this one is just free.
All right, 4v4.
-4 adds a failure. You take a horror. Okay, this is the one we commit stuff to. This is currently a 4v3 now
Okay,
to evade her.
nice. I did pull a lucky. So.
Okay, that will help. I would say we use it here for sure if we fail this. And commit any. Well, don't use it yet.
Lucky goes
I can
off.
play it. I can play it afterwards. I see that.
I commit other stuff you have to this to more feet to try to get this, and then I will commit 2 cards to give you +2 to the book test.
Here's 1 more feat.
Okay, so that's gonna be 5 versus 3.
5-3.
If you draw -4, you can lucky it. Perfect. You can use lucky on that. Because you'll have to, otherwise it'll be a failure.
Right.
That does eat your resource, so just make sure you keep yourself over 10 resources so you can.
He'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got so many resources.
He's flooded with resources. He's just drawn none of the cards that he wants.
Yeah,
I feel like it's everybody. It's like nobody drew the cards we wanted to draw.
So that's 2. I'll go ahead and search 1.
I will commit flashlight and pocket telescope.
No, it's not. Wait, it's not search that he's using.
He's
he's
it's
parlaying
book.
2 book though. I'm giving him +2.
Yeah,
book.
he's parlaying. He said search, like
whatever.
So yeah, parlaying.
You know what I mean. It's not important. So we're up to 4 book right now versus the 2.
Versus the 1 because you're your 3rd action.
Versus the 1. You're right. I mean, I might as well chuck another one in there just to be super sure we're gonna get this right.
Yeah, that'll be as long as we don't draw auto failure. You're 5 versus 1 now.
Yep. All right, so we go for it.
Draw another. We're good.
And you get it.
Sick.
Yep.
Cool. Let's resolve his effect. Mr. Perry is indifferent to your questions at first, but he grows more talkative as you express interest in his many investments. You learn that he has financed several productions of The King in Yellow in the past, not just tonight's performance. It was the director, Mr. Ingram, who convinced me to invest, he explains. The first time I met him was in Paris, at a cafe in Montparnasse. What was the name? He ruminates for some time, trying to remember. Sorry, I've lost my place. I'm trying to remember. Anyway, he convinced me that not every investment is about capital gain. One might consider me a fool to believe him, but I don't regret my decision. I've been financing his productions ever since. He smiles and pauses for some time, lost memory. L'Anneau Perdu. That was the place. Yes, what a night. Remember that you interviewed Jordan, and flip him back over to his bystander card.
I had already added the Jordan part.
Perfect. Fantastic. All right, and your last action is to move the fuck out of there, right?
Yeah, we're getting the fuck out of there.
Cool. Take your damage.
Yeah, take my damage.
And you are still, aside from me, you are the healthiest one here.
Oh, that maniac goes with me, yeah.
He does go with you because he stays on you.
Great.
And that is everybody. Enemy phase. The maniac will swing for another damage on you. This psychopath will ready up in the upkeep phase. Enemy phase as well. Ishimar Haruko swings on ukulele, doing 1 health and 1 horror. We need to put a damage onto her, so I think we're gonna soak an extra card.
I can use a Quina's ability to send that damage back to her.
Yeah, that seems like a plan, and then just soak a horror.
But I have to draw a card from the encounter deck, but I think it's worth.
Do you think you just kill a Quina here? Instead of taking the horror yourself? Maybe not. Maybe save it in case you get on another thing you need to deal with.
Yeah, I think I save. So can you...
Yeah, I got you.
I can't. How much horror do I have right now? I can't tell.
3 out of your 6 total. And you drew a roach swarm in the worst fucking room.
Roaches inside the courtyard. Who fucking expected it?
Fuck. Okay, so she takes she has 2.
Yeah, she has 2 damage on her now, so she has 4 health. Barring any problems, because I know that Darking has some fists he can give me. I can kill her. I have to just beat a 6, so I basically have to. If we can get me a +4, I will be okay.
Well, if Ukulele can even just get a half decent attack out there, Ukulele kills.
Oh, I've committed my 2 to help Darking at that. Well, she has 4 HP left though.
No, she has 2 HP.
But she only
has 4 health.
4. Oh, you're right. I thought she had 6 HP for some reason.
No, she has 6 combat, 4 HP.
Oh shit, then I could fucking kill your roaches, maybe.
What are we trying to like retreat?
I think now
At
our
this
goal
point?
is to get everyone out of here.
Okay. I can
Um,
just use my fire extinguisher's ability to evade everything here and then leave.
Could you kill her first? So we should actually it doesn't even matter. Like,
Yeah.
because we have to put down who we
Doesn't matter.
kill. Which have we done that for Sebastian and Constance? Yeah, Sebastian, Constance. Actually, no, Constance is not a VIP, right? Yeah, Constance is a VIP. Okay, yeah, she is. Yes, we can just not kill them, or maybe we need them to die so they don't come back.
Okay.
I don't actually know. I don't know if these are like the cultists that show up later on.
Tough call.
Let's. Okay, so hear me out. I think you swing at her during your obviously we're gonna draw, or I guess it depends on what we draw in the Mythos phase. Let's plan this out in a second. Let's do Mythos phase first. So upkeep first.
Oh, it worked this time.
Hey, cool. It'll be nicer. And then we draw our we got to do on the agenda. Then we draw our encounter cards.
Oh, I was able to draw the encounter card.
Yeah, it decided to work.
And I
Zonner,
got-
can you draw your encounter card? Is it working for you? Perfect.
Wait, do I still draw my encounters even though I'm
Oh,
retired
you're
or
right.
resigned?
You were gone. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Just gonna shuffle. There's only 4 cards left there. I totally forgot. I have apparel. Okay. I guess I will just do this. Luckily, it's not okay. All right. This is 2. I will fail and take 2 horror. Oh, is she fucking back? What a bitch.
Might be.
She spawns aloof though, so it doesn't fucking. Actually, it doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. She's
It
aloof.
doesn't matter, yeah.
She's not engaged with you. Okay.
Just ignore her.
Ooze and Fog, agenda deck, +1 Shroud does not fucking matter. I'm just gonna discard this one because we already have one up there. Shroud doesn't matter. Is there anything else we want to do while we are here? Because I think the goal is we just... I think Ukulele is right. Okay, so what I think... So since we didn't draw any more monsters there, I think what you do, Ukulele, is you do... Fight with Fire Extinguisher to kill her. Then you discard it for the next action to evade the roaches.
Yep.
And then you move.
And then last action to leave.
Well,
right?
that's already 3 actions though.
Wait,
because you have attack, discard to evade the last one, and then move. Because we have to leave from Foyer.
Oh, right.
But that would mean, regardless of what you draw next turn during the Mythos phase, because I don't think anything here we have here that can do 3 horror or 4 damage to you. You can just resign if you get monsters, because your resign does not trigger attacks of opportunity. I'm trying to think if there's anything that I need to do before I leave. I can't really get up here reasonably. There's no victory points for finishing this room off. We have 20 clues right now as it is. I think it's literally we just fucking go. And then you just resign next turn regardless of what you draw in the Mythos phase. Does that make sense to everyone?
Yeah.
Okay. Mythos investigator phase. I will go first. I will spend an action to fucking resign. Peace. See you later, shitlords. Actually, no. Hang on. Let me not go first. I may have to move in there and help you with something if the attack goes sour on Ishimaru. Actually, I guess it doesn't really matter. Ukulele, if you want to go first and want to see what happens there.
Sure. Let's see. So it's 6v6 right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll commit this,
That's 7v6,
this,
8v6,
and this.
9v6 plus 1 damage.
All right.
You know, fuck it. I'm gonna commit this too. I was doing that
So I got
literally
a
as you clicked it, so
-4.
that'll be a success.
All right. So they're dead.
So she has died. Fantastic.
Nice.
Cool.
She goes over there. Thank you.
Yeah, I can do stuff like that since I don't have
perfect.
anything else to do.
First action. I guess next action. Actually, you don't even need to discard this. You could just move and resign and be gone.
Move.
Because you'll take a damage, but who cares? You have 4 HP left.
Are y'all fine with me leaving the roach swarm there?
It'll go on to me, but I'm just gonna resign anyway.
Okay. So
Because I already have
next
roaches on
action-
me as it is.
Okay. Next action, I move then.
You'll take a damage.
Yeah, and I'll use a Quina
Oh,
to
okay.
so that'll kill her, and I'll deal A damage to it at the very least.
Cool.
And then last action, I resign.
Cool. Peace. You're out. Do you need any help darking before I get the fuck out of here? Because I now have 2 roaches on me.
I'm just gonna move and resign. I'll
Okay.
tank the 1 hit. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it's not gonna kill you. Yeah, so if you want to go and do that, I'll go last, and I'll just resign and drop 3 enemies.
Move, damage, resign.
Cool. He moves on to me.
You also take 1 damage for it though too.
I know.
I will take a damage for that, and he'll take a damage too. But
Almost killed it.
yeah, we did almost kill it. Oh, use my first action to fight? No, I have. No, I'm gonna spend my first action to resign, and that is the end of the scenario. All right.
Easy game.
It says here, if each undefeated investigator has resigned, proceed to if no resolution was released in the campaign guide. Apparently there are other resolutions. If no resolution was reached and at least 1 investigator resigned, go to resolution. Oh, I see. Okay, so apparently there's also resolution 3 somehow. I'm not quite sure how you get to that.
Maybe if you had taken out all of the
it's probably if you get all of these cards done and then it flips this to the last thing, which I imagine causes some problems. So I guess we'll see what this does. Resolution 1. The brisk autumn air embraces you as you exit the manor. There is no doubt in your mind that the cast and crew of the King in Yellow have become affected by madness. Perhaps
Where's
it's
this
getting
one
to
that
you.
you're reading?
This is in the campaign thing. It's the resolution 1. Up to the top is a very big campaign guide. I got zoomed in.
And we are on.
It should already be on the right page.
Oh, up here. Oh,
yeah.
up here at the top.
Yeah, it should be huge. I made it big just to make so it's easy to see on screen. King Yellow become affected by madness. Perhaps it's getting to you as well. You feel an encroaching darkness, a presence in your mind not unlike the gaze of the stranger. Startled, you peer about the front yard for the first time since escaping the manor. The scene is different. The front windows are not smashed as they were when you approached. The trail of blood you had noticed on the porch has been wiped clean. And instead of the disturbingly warped music you had heard upon entering, the soothing tones of slow jazz drift out from the courtyard. In your campaign log under VIPs interviewed, record the name of each VIP you interviewed. In the campaign log under VIP slain, record each name of each unique possessed enemy in the victory display, which we have already done. Oh, we haven't made to put Ishimara Haruko in there too. We have not put her. If you want to do that, Zana, while I finish reading this. Each investigator earns victory X for the value of each card in the victory display, which is 0. For every 2 clues that are on the act deck of the game, and each investigator earns an additional point of experience. Experience from this reward must be divided evenly among the investigators as possible. Okay, so we earned 5 experience. We earned 10 experience from that is divided evenly amongst all 4 of us. And it must be as divided as evenly as possible. So, I guess we start with. Do we just start with the lead investigator and go in order?
I mean, I've got extra XP already. I'm fine getting.
We still have to.
You will still get at least 2. It's just a question of who gets 3 and
Correct.
who gets 2.
I'm fine getting 2.
Okay.
Let me see what my upgrades are. I'm just need to see what is going on in my deck that. Oh, hang on. I don't even have my deck pulled up.
So yeah, we all get 2 minimally, then 2 people get 3.
This is a very bad thing for experience for us. How are you supposed to get victory points? There's like no victory points anywhere. Like none of these guys have them. Like are they in here? Victory 0. Victory 0. Like nobody has victory points on them.
So let's go. What's the next set of agendas?
Resolution 3 on that one. It's just a resolution, which explains how we get there.
And there was nothing.
Nothing has experience on it. Literally nothing has any victory points. Unless there's something in the deck. Hang on, I'm just gonna search it.
Yeah, I was starting to go through them. I had
no, there's nothing in there that has anything.
Jesus, this one was just not meant to give you experience.
Why get stuff? Oh, because if you had delved us, for example, we'd have stuff in the victory display to give us +1.
Yeah.
This is still super stingy.
God, yeah, I was heavily considering just that delve and that last turn, like my last thing, just to get experience, is like where it was sitting. But I was like, I don't want this to go too bad, you know?
Yeah.
Because that could have easily gotten somebody knocked out, and that's the last thing we needed right now.
It does, like, I guess the question is, ukulele, what does it look like for you? What are you needing? I guess the question is, like, how much experience do you need for your next upgrade?
The next thing I would get is that time brand,
which is 5.
Yeah.
We probably should give you 3. I guess, Sano, what is your next upgrade?
I'm actually trying to find... I have to go back and look at that thing for it. Give me a second. Because I know... Wait, where was that list? Good lord.
Let's see. Your high priority upgrades are upgrading Shriveling to level 3 and Rite of Seeking to level 4. So 3 for you gets you a single Shriveling upgrade, which you already have 1 in your deck, and it would upgrade the other one for you.
Yeah, but the thing was, I was gonna jump that in that one weird way instead of doing that that way. Let me look at the not to consider, but the upgrade section. Because remember what I was saying. Because like one of the biggest things that you normally want to do is you want to jump to Shriveling level 5. So I was gonna skip that through this, but we didn't get enough to do the other thing, which is Rite of Seeking. And that would be
Seeking. You need 4. Shriveling. If you're the other person who gets 3, Shriveling, you can do a Shriveling upgrade. Your other one, because you already have 1 at level 3 already. This would upgrade your other one to level 3.
So if I can go with 2 because I can just use my Fearless upgrade that I need to do anyhow. Because before I touch Shriveling 5, I need to do Fearless. Because which gives me also recovery, so I can probably take 2 and let the 3 go off to somebody else.
It would be me, because Darking has already said he doesn't need it because he's already got 3 held back from last time that he didn't use.
Yeah, and would 3 be useful for you or no?
That's what I'm looking. So there are some things 3 gets me.
I can save it.
So I'm kind of looking here. So I could swap out with 3 experience. I could do a couple things. I could swap out one of my I've got a plans for backpack. I could swap out one of my I've got a plans for crafty. Either of those. Backpack I just need 2 for. Crafty I need 3 for. I already have my upgraded deductions. I won't have enough for any divinations. I don't think that is worth it. I could get one of my ice picks for instead of one of my flashlights, but I actually like flashlight more than ice pick, weirdly enough. I can make either work. It really depends on kind of who we want that extra experience to go to.
Because if I get it, I'm just like, for me, it's just gonna end up sitting if I take it.
Okay, then I'll take it because I can make it work. I can swap in. It may sit for me. I can say, but because backpack is kind of important for me. It helps me get my magnifying glass and my lucky cigarette case and my mouse mask.
Yeah, because my whole goal here would be I'm just going to do my Fearless upgrade during this next one. Going to the Fearless level 2, and then I'm going to save towards Shriveling level 5 with that.
see, unspent experience. So we have me. So 3 on me, 2 on 3 on ukulele, 2 on the remainder, which puts Darking is up to 5. All
That's
right,
a huge. That can give a huge upgrade for them, man.
Yeah, it's probably getting put into another permanent, I'm guessing. All right, last but not least, proceed to Interlude 1, Reality's Shadow. The investigators must decide, choose one. Things seem to have calmed down. Perhaps we should go back inside and investigate further. I don't trust this place one bit. Let's block the door and get the hell out of here. Or 3, if people are allowed to live, these horrors will only repeat themselves. We have to put an end to this. We have to kill them. And then those are all other things. So do we want to go back inside because things seem like they've calmed down? Do we want to get the hell out of here, or we need to go back in and kill all of these people?
I can tell you personally, I'm only going to go for 1 or 2, you know?
Yeah, I think killing them is not the right play.
I mean, we've already kind of we're going to investigate, right?
Yeah, so the thing is too, because we're it doesn't say don't read these. We can look and see what each of them do to make this decision.
Okay.
So if we go back inside to look for clues again, we must mark another doubt, which we do need to manage our doubt and conviction. We remove all of the cultist, tablet, and elder thing tokens from the chaos bag, and then add 2 elder thing tokens to it. So that is the worst one token-wise we can do. And then it continues.
What are elder things? Exactly?
It's like that eldritch kind of looking token. It's called an elder thing one.
And that one's the one that goes off the shroud value, at least in this version.
In this one, if we'd had it from the last campaign, which we would have had, we would have had minus the shroud. So this has been really, for this particular scenario, would have been really bad.
The second one gives us 2. We'll switch all those in. We'll switch it all down into 2 of the tablets,
which is basically does not change the bag at all from what it is right now.
No, but it does. Well, it does, doesn't it? Because it removes all.
It removes all our tablets, which we have 2 of them in there currently, and adds 2 tablets back. Okay,
yeah. I didn't know. I thought we had. Yeah, we don't have any cultists and we don't have any elders. Yeah, okay.
That door isn't going to stop them. You can reflet it, and then lastly, we can gain a conviction. It will kill all of the guests. And we'll get 2 cultist tokens instead of the other ones. All of these are bad decisions from what I can tell based on just skimming over what they do. All of these are negative consequences for whatever we pick. I guess the question is, what do we want to do from a story standpoint?
This is because of because we got the exit 1 thing, right?
Well, this is the interlude. This would have happened unless we had all died, basically. As far as I'm aware. Yes, it does appear that we go to the interlude. Oh no! Any other resolutions? We skip. You skip
interlude, yeah, and we go to scenario 3. So yeah. Wow.
Nope. Hang on, where's that curtain call? There we go. That one is what I want. Yeah, so this is the only one we have an interlude for.
So, the reality here is, what do we feel is going on? So, do we feel that these cultists, do we feel like these VIPs that turned into creatures are going to stay a problem, which we then remove? But we don't know what the consequences of that are going to be. We might just well put all our asses in prison, or have some other nasty.
I don't think we're in prison. So my concern is that the ones who survive will come back later, but I don't necessarily know if they're all monsters. We still had some we did investigate, but they're still alive. They don't appear to be possessed monsters. And leaving them alive may not be a bad thing.
they may end up being helpful. Who knows?
I personally don't think we go with option 3. I think option 3 is not a good option.
I think option
Agreed.
3. I think 3 is the worst in that one here. Just since we can read the one thing here, the second one. Once go into a secret meeting, or do we invade their meeting, or or bail? That's kind of the question here.
Yeah, so I guess the question is, like, do we go back inside and, like, to this party and try to get more clues that we're already there, assuming that a lot of that was in our heads, or do we get the fuck out of here?
Okay, my vote is going back in.
That has the worst side effect for us. That's the other side of that.
Damn narrative.
Yeah, but the thing is, it may be balanced out by the fact that it's you
might be low shroud all the next one too.
Yeah, the thing it's also not just that, but you intruded on a secret meeting might be something that gives us a lot of information. It might give us something good. Well, it might give us something good for the next scenario, or for a scenario later on, like. Because those kind of things you record can affect the scenario, like as you go into it.
Honestly, I kind of agree with that. Then, yes, we take a negative of getting the one that gives us shroud, like shroud negatives. But you know what? If you're on a -2 shroud, I would rather pull -2 than -4.
True. Yeah, and it is shroud based.
And
at least,
it doesn't give horror.
I would note that is not for the whole campaign. That is just for this scenario. We don't know what the next one's going to be. It may be really bad.
Right.
But it may also be not. But it also is very likely it's still a -X of some sort, and so it's possible that it ends up being better for us overall than a flat -4. I kind of agree that let's get Ukulele's thing, because I've not heard him talk just yet. What do you think?
I think it's fine. Go back in.
All right, then we're going to go back in. The change in the atmosphere has you curious. What if it was all a trick of your mind? What if hauntings that follow the King in Yellow are but transitory? The answers to all of your questions might lie inside. Cautiously, you open the front door to the manor once again. Reassuring jazz and the clamor of casual conversation grow louder as you step inside. The enticing smell of roasted pork wafts through the air. As you suspected, the signs of struggle and oddities you noticed before have vanished without explanation. Then, as you turn the corner to the dining room, you find the stranger speaking with another man, tall, mustached, wearing a fine black suit, and holding a silver-handled cane. The stranger turns to you. His gaze drills through your mind, and your vision swims with agony. Before you realize it, you are running as fast as you can, toppling through the front doorway in a haze of pain and disorientation. Without time to catch your breath, you race to your vehicle and speed away, hands trembling upon the steering wheel. Why would you go back inside? In your campaign log, record that you intruded upon a secret meeting.
The only negative is that we did get doubt.
Yeah, we intruded.
What does doubt do in this game?
I don't know yet. I know for a fact, and this is technically some spoilers, but there'll be times where it says if you have less doubt, if you have X amount or less doubt, do a thing. If you have X amount more conviction, do X thing happens. So we really kind of want to try to balance it as best as we can, even if the decisions may not be the right ones that we think are the way to go.
Because the thing is like conviction in this one. Well, the whole thing is this thing's been playing with our characters' heads heavily.
Yes, the whole thing is it's the madness of the King in Yellow seeking in.
Right. So conviction could be you falling to the madness yourself. Going in and slaughtering everyone gives you conviction? You're falling to the madness yourself. You're becoming the monster.
The thing is, conviction may also be like you did what had to be done.
Right, but I have a feeling that the conviction could turn on us later. Where if you have too much conviction, that you might end up having positive things that we deal with get removed from us. Because we may kill things that we need to keep.
Argument could go both ways, though. There's not really any way of knowing one way or another.
It's just looking at the ones that have given us doubt so far has been when you try to find out more, we get doubted. When we have like this one, you get conviction from going in and slaughtering the party.
Yeah, the last one we got conviction for going to the police and trying to get help. So it's not necessarily a bad thing.
I mean, you could get conviction from slaughtering everybody because you know for sure what the hell is what now.
Yeah.
Well, thing is well, that's what we saw it as. It doesn't necessarily mean that's exactly what it really is.
Right, and there's not really any way to know, so I wouldn't like metagame around it.
Well, no, it's more just the thought of what is it bringing to us. As I'm not trying to like necessarily metagame on it. It's more so of what are we like? We know our characters are being screwed with mentally. What is it meaning for us to be screwed with? Which way is like doubt may not be as negative as we think it is. I know he's like he was saying yes, it has stuff that affects it. Doubt may not be as negative as we think it is. It may be this whole game is designed with screwing with you.
Yeah, so it sounds like it's a surprise to find out later.
It will certainly be. That being said, those cards back in my deck. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll be back in 2 weeks, I believe. We can always say if we want. I've always decided to play this every week, but I know some people don't have scheduling that conflicts with that. But we can kind of discuss if we want to maybe make it more often or not.
Yeah, current setup agreement is every 2 weeks, so every other week we will be continuing on our campaign.
Yep, and we'll be back on, as I check the calendar real fast. The next session is currently scheduled for the 29th. If we make any changes, you can always check Twitter, and I'll tag Zano in it for whatnot for those updates as well.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, though, thank you all so much for watching. We will see you next time for Scenario 3.
Scenario 3, Echoes of the Past.